You were tuned in to episode 60. Yes, episode 60 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru. I got my main man, my number one partner with me, VP Shane in the building, man. What's going on, bro?
Residing as a VP for real, bro.
Absolutely, absolutely. Before we even get started, man, all the lovers out there, happy Valentine's Day to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Um, it's a couple people I got holler at in the DMs, but that's a whole nother story for another day. But the good thing, just on a serious note, man, is you don't realize how good something feel. You know what I'm saying? To your attention is taken away from it. You know what I'm saying? So being able to be on here, with Vlog who's not here right at the moment, and Shane and everybody to be in the comment section, man, like it's a blessing for real, because you just don't know what life is going to throw at you. You don't know what the next day going to bring. You know what I'm saying? So for everybody that taps into, these podcasts and whatever other podcasts you watch, lives or whatever the case may be, man, like if you get a chance to interact, with people and you having fun doing it, man, like don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? So this one's a little more special for me, just because, just going through life stuff and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to my brother. Like they ain't even partner or whatever. That's my little brother for real. You know what I mean? Shane, my big bro, and Vlog, man. So I'm just happy to be up in this joint, man. But enough with the sentimental shit. We got plenty of boxing to get to. Bro, it's about 10 different things that we need to talk about. I'm gonna run down some of the topics, and then Shane, I'm gonna let you kick off and tell me where we starting. The fights this weekend, Danny Jacobs, John Ryder. John Ryder won a decision. Now in the States, it's been some little pushback, but we can talk about that. But Mr. Cash got a victory on the undercard. I will reserve my opinion on that until it's time. In other news, Ryan Garcia has left the Reynoso camp and is going with Joe Goosen. So that's some news.
I mean, that was crazy for me.
That
Joe
was
Goosen of all people.
Joe Goosen. Joe Goosen of all people. So we got that going on. Big shout out to the Boxing Voice. They had an interview with Blair the Flair Cobbs, and Blair the Flair Cobbs is talking his shit.
What did he say?
Bro, he called everybody out. He called Boots out, Bud, Spence.
What did he say about Boots?
He was just like Boots. He's like Boots can take a fight with him. He know his title situation, but Boots can take a fight with him. He said the only thing he would lose is the fact that he's not the best. And he's not the best in Philly. He said he coming to take over the city. So he talking talking heavy. Like he's talking heavy right now. Like so, and I like it. We're gonna get into that too. Man, we got Amir Khan, Kell Brook.
They done their face off today, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever watched in my life.
And you know the thing that's funny, bro? That's gonna be fun to watch because I have not seen it yet.
Bro, one of the funniest things was when it was near the end where Amir Khan and Kell Brook literally compare punch resistance. And what's so funny is Amir Khan acknowledges that he's chinny, but he's just saying Kell Brook is even worse than me.
That's like two winos arguing about who need to go to Alcohol Anonymous more. Like
literally.
That is hilarious, yo. Let me put in here that we are actually live, but I'm pretty sure
who I really hope comes in this live is L Dub and Will Stokes, bro. The reason, like Will Stokes especially, like this dude has never phoned me in his life. Never. He phoned me like 4 times on Saturday. 4 times.
Why?
Because of this cash fight. I ain't gonna get into it yet because I want him to be here when I get into it. But I actually want to get into the Blair Cobbs situation because I actually don't know what has happened. I don't know what he said. So Wait, did
man.
you hear about Wilder, by the way? I just realized.
Yeah, that too. He said he was uncertain if he was going to return, right?
Yeah, and he said he's gonna take some psychedelic or something like that.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with Wilder right now, man. That's man. God
I'd
damn.
love for him to come back and do some commentary for the White Fury fight.
I think that'd be dope. I think that'd really be dope. Um, bro, I don't even know where to start, bro. Fuck.
Blair Cobbs. Let's start with that.
Yeah, let's start with Blair Cobbs. Actually, you know what? Let me look at something real quick. I want to see if I can actually pull up the actual, and I don't know. I don't want to get flagged. Um, you know what? I'm gonna do this, bro. I'm gonna do this. No, if I forward you something, it's gonna come through on your phone, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, Blair, just to sum it up, um, Blair Cobbs, he wants to boot smoke. He's basically saying like he from Philly, they both from Philly, you know, he coming to take over the city. He wants to fight. He wants to match up. And he said he thought people was playing with him. He thought people was playing. People thought he was playing when he called him out. When they was at that fight. And they was face to face, and he called him out. And I even speculated whether he was capping or not, but he done doubled down and said that's the fight that he wants. And he called some other people out too, but his main energy was towards Boots Ennis. And actually, I haven't heard too many people in Philly really give this any credence. And I know why, but I kind of got a problem with it. I kind of got a problem with it because I'm like, we come at people neck all the time. Like we talk shit about people all the time. We call people out all the time. And it's like, yo, like if you want this smoke, like come get it. And Shane, you can speak to this. And I put the post up, and Rob Acosta responded, and a
What
couple
did
other
he
people
say?
responded. I can quote him exactly. Hold on. He ain't saying nothing crazy, but hold on. He said no. He just said please, like he would like the matchup, please. Um, so I guess Shane, it kind of goes back to what you were saying before. Um, like Shane came to the city. Like for people that don't know, Shane's from the UK. Shane came to the city. Um, he's running around in the gyms. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to YSM, for that. And Shane seen it himself in Philly. Boots, like Boots can't do no wrong.
This
And
nigga's
and
turning water
the
into wine in these streets, bro.
yeah, he's turning water. He's turning water into wine in these boxing streets, man. Like he
and
can't do
and
no
for good
wrong.
reason, because he does have the skills, bro. He does have the
Yeah,
ability for good reason.
and yeah, and the thing is, like I said, he's one of the most physically gifted guys I've ever seen with my own two eyes in my life. And that's saying a lot. But you talk to people within just Philly in regards to the Boots, it's just, bro, he can't do no wrong. And just give him the belts. Just strap him up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just strap him up. Um Everything is I think everybody in Philly is kind of looking past everybody else, and they're looking straight at
Boots.
at Bud, and they're looking at Spence. And I'm like, my thing is this: do I think Boots is going to be the champion of the world? Absolutely. Is he one of the most gifted guys I've ever seen in my life? Absolutely. But are my questions about him going to change because he's from Philly and I do think he's that dude? Nope, not at all. And do I think he's exempt from competition? Nope, not at all. And
And
the thing,
for me, bro. Sorry to cut you off.
no, you go ahead, do your thing.
For me, why it's so significant, because So many people have ducked and turned down the Boots fight. It's
Mm-hmm.
refreshing to see someone who's willing to fight him. It's
Facts.
refreshing.
Facts.
So to me, on one hand, you have Boots team and corner who say everybody's ducking me, which is
Mm-hmm.
true. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are turning down the fight.
Correct.
You got another, on the other hand, you got someone who's willing to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
So I just look at it like this. Like, I know you got your plan and the direction that Boots is moving is for a world title. Does Blair
Correct.
Cobbs get you closer to a world title?
Nope.
Probably not. But in my opinion, based on what I've seen in boxing, I kind of don't feel like Boots deserves this idea that he can pick and choose who he wants to fight. Yet, I'm not saying he's picking and choosing, by the way. I'm just saying
Right.
I don't think he's reached that level where you can pick and choose. I don't even think Canelo's reached that level yet. And the reason why I say that is because so many dudes are turning you down. So it's just
Mm-hmm.
refreshing to see someone who's willing to fight you. And I
Facts.
don't know if he's willing to fight you. I don't know if it's just verbal. But I'm just gonna take the dude's word for it. He's willing to fight you. And it's just refreshing to see that. And I believe Boots beats Cobbs. It's not about that, but it's just more about the fact that
It's the
you,
willingness.
yeah, it's the willingness. It's just something that
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's the willingness for me. Big shout out to Vanessa Giles in the building. I've known her for years, man. Big shout out to you. Listen, yeah, like there's not a lot of people that think Blair Cobbs is gonna beat Boots. Like it's not about that. It's about whenever the boogeyman gets called out, you gotta salute that. Whether they they're delusional or whatever, like, or you think they're delusional or you think they're crazy for calling somebody out. I love it because I'm like, in Blair Cobb's position, if he didn't get on the Boxing Voice and talk as much shit as he talked, would we be talking about Blair Cobbs today?
Nope.
Not at all. So not at all. So that's the thing. Um, you have to hype yourself up. You have to hype yourself up, especially in Blair Cobb's position.
I,
Um,
but I would love, like, I mean, I heard Boots talking about a homecoming fight. I heard Boots talking about, not Boots, Scooter talking about a homecoming fight and getting his next fight at home. I would love to see Blair Cobbs versus Boots as a co-main for Stephen Fulton in Philadelphia. Two Philadelphia fighters going at it, and they're both undefeated to my knowledge. I think Blair's still undefeated, right?
yep,
You know,
yep.
and it's gonna be competitive enough to at least draw a crowd. So I would love to
Yeah,
see that fight. You know, it would be
yeah,
good for Philly boxing.
yeah. If Blair, if Boots Blair Cobbs and if Stephen Fulton could somehow get his unification fight in Philly, like that, I think that sells out. But the thing is, I think it sells out because of people coming into the city, not because of actual Philly.
Yeah,
Philly's
Philly's
gonna
a
fill it
weird
out.
city, yo.
Philly's very weird, and I explained it before because I'm like, with Philly, just as a whole, as a city, they won't pay to get into the fight, but they'll all be at the nightclub afterwards to help you celebrate. They'll spend. It's
Yeah.
weird because they'll spend $100 to get in the club to come party with you, but they won't spend $75 to get in there to actually see you work. It's weird because it's like Philly's not cheap. We just retarded in terms of what we spend our money on. Like it's retarded. Like you'll see a dude, bro. You will literally see a dude driving a Bentley, and they live like straight pure in the hood, bro. Like we are retarded like that, bro. Like
I can
seriously,
believe that. I can
nah,
believe
it's
that.
bro. I can speak on it because I know a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I know a couple of them. Like it's crazy, but just I know Boots got he got Castillo Clayton coming up. Big shout out to the plug for that. I know they announced it pretty much, but we got that word from the plug a couple
What
weeks
card
ago.
is that on?
That's on Lubin Fundora.
Oh yeah, we spoke about that.
April 9th. Yeah, April 9th. But we got the word about Castillo Clayton weeks ago. Yeah, about weeks ago, right? From the
Yeah,
plug. Yeah,
yeah,
weeks ago from the
maybe
plug.
even a month ago.
Maybe a month ago. Maybe a month ago. Big shout out to the plug. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we know what Boots is doing. Like Castillo Clayton fight. Hopefully he gets past that. Once if he gets past that, then he's a mandatory. He's basically a mandatory. And Spence is going to have to say, we fighting or I'm moving up. He can't stay at 147 and drop the belt. Can't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he either wanted to move up or he wanted to fight Boots. And I would
Go fight Bud.
love or fight Bud. So he's in a corner.
What would be your preference?
And if I'm in Spence camp or just as a fan?
As a fan?
No, I want to see the Bud fight. I want to see the Bud fight. Like, I want to see the Bud fight.
I want to
This,
know what YSM prefers.
so is that it? All right, I'm gonna have two answers for you. Hey, you can timestamp this one. If you ask YSM on camera, he's gonna tell you Bud. If you ask him off camera, he's probably gonna tell you Boots. If YSM's listening, if I'm wrong on that, you can hit my line, but you ain't gotta hit it, on the podcast. But I think off camera he would tell me Boots. I think on camera he'll tell you Bud. Because it'll make him look a certain way if he said Boots, correct?
Of course.
Of course, right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to Bruce Goals in the building, man. Big shout out to Bruce Goals. Bruce Goals is doing amazing things on his channel, man. Like is what he's doing is actually what we be thinking about doing, but his kind of just got a little twist to it.
He's
Like
got,
we going
and he's maximizing his connections, which I really respect.
absolutely. Of course we gonna package it a little different, but
Bruce
Bruce
goes,
goes.
you're part of the old school, I'm part of the new school, so we need to combine the generations, bro.
We gotta combine it up. You know what I'm saying? A big shout out to Bruce Goes, man. That's the family right there. Say we missed the Blue Horizon boxing. See, that's how you
You
know
know,
she a real one.
you know what's
That's how
funny?
you yeah.
When I was in Philadelphia, I don't even know if Jeff knows this because I wasn't with Jeff. You know, I actually know why the Blue Horizon closed. Do you know why, Jeff?
Why the Blue Horizon closed?
Yeah.
Oh, I actually forgot. Enlighten me.
So I don't know if this is true, but this is what someone told me when I was in Philadelphia.
Okay.
They were saying that the Blue Horizon had this is the main boxing arena, the one that's built up like this, where the ones on the top level.
The one we drove past. Right.
So
right.
apparently, this is the funniest story I've ever heard in my life. Apparently, the Blue Horizon's been hosting boxing for years upon years upon years in Philadelphia.
Correct.
And every year they I don't know the official party that comes, but they come and they check the licensing for everything, the health and safety regulations and everything. And the Blue Horizon sells beverages. And the person came randomly just asking, let me check the fire escape XYZ. I was like, let me just get a quick look at your liquor license. Dude said, we've never had a liquor license before. And they ended up closing it down, which I find so funny because that's what I was told. Is that
I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm not saying that didn't happen. But Blue Horizon is so legendary, right? And at the time, the Blue Horizon actually closed down. I knew a lot of people that was actually in power in the city. And like I said, I had to get I remember bits and pieces, but I really don't like speaking on things unless I got it all. Like I got all the facts. So like once I get them all, like I'll hit your line and tell you. I'm not saying that didn't happen, but in Philly, a place like that is not getting closed down for that reason. Now they will.
I believe you because I found it so funny that one of the most famous boxing places is being
Nah,
closed down for something so
that's not
primitive.
that's
I
not
found
that's
that
not
so
true.
funny. That's why I
That's
know
not
for a
true.
fact I would never forget that. I'll
Yeah,
never forget that. And I
that's
remember
not
he told me that as well. I remember he told me.
whoever told you that, that probably did. The liquor thing probably did happen. The liquor thing probably did happen. Cause I mean, shit, my uncle grabbed a couple beers when I was 7 years old and we was in the Blue Horizon. So I'm not saying that it didn't happen, but there's plenty of places in Philly that sell liquor and ain't got no liquor license and they are open right now. And they had speakeasies and all that back then too. I'm telling you for a fact, that's not the sole reason why they closed down. The person that told you that, they left a lot out. They left a lot out. I'm not saying that didn't happen. That probably did happen. Um, Pink Furry Goddess in the building. Big shout out to you, baby. I hope you're doing wonderful and bless you. Hey, listen,
I'm
big shout out
surprised
to
to see
you.
you here on the Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I thought you'd be, be boo loving somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
You know, yeah, I've been with Keith Furman or Gary
Or
Russell.
Gary Russell. Yeah. Big shout out to Pink Furry Goddess for real. Edwin Castillo in the building said, "What's up? What it do, man? Big shout out to you, family." He said, "Celebrate."
I love that phrase so much. What
Yeah,
it do? I love that
yeah.
phrase so much.
Celebrate time because King Canelo saved boxing. Where's my G vlog? I think
I mean, I don't
vlog
know
is.
what Canelo saved, but what did he say? How did he save boxing?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I didn't know boxing was dying, so I don't know how Canelo
Yeah,
had saved
boxing.
something.
Boxing actually in a good spot right now, but um vlog I think is actually working, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's working today. So schedule change and all that. So we're gonna try to get to this podcast earlier so he can be on. But yeah, he working right now. So Canelo record crowd 73,000 plus more than the Super Bowl. So this is how I know Edwin stays on social media. So somebody put a post up and said Canelo and the Super Bowl only sold 70. Just a reminder, if that stadium held 100,000, they would have sold 100,000. Like, I'm
I'm
just
just
gonna
gonna tell you this,
leave
bro.
that there.
I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna tell you this, bro. None of Canelo's fights in the last 2 years will go down in history. When I mean go down in history, I can't see like when I mean like the trilogy, the Wilder Fury trilogy will be spoken about in 5 to 10 years. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like with the Joe Frazier, George Foreman,
Correct.
Foreman, Ali. None of Canelo's fights will go down in one of those. You know, even to me, like Lomachenko, Teofimo Lopez. You know, another for me, I think when Usyk fights Fury, that's one fight that will go down. I can just like if Errol Spence fights Crawford, you know, those are the fights that go down in history. Canelo hasn't had that fight for me, so for him to save boxing is a very big statement. Save boxing. I mean,
He said there's salty Shane.
he saved it for Mexicans. He saved it for Mexicans.
uh, yo, you know the thing that's funny? We wouldn't even talk about Canelo. He just had to get Canelo up in here. Like
I don't even dislike Canelo, but
we like Canelo. That's the thing
Canelo
that's
fans
crazy. Like
see
we like
Canelo
Canelo.
as the next coming of Jesus or something. And that's the problem. It makes me look like a Canelo hater because I'm the
Yo,
one on the spectrum of reality. I'm
mm-hmm.
at reality and they're just way over there.
Miles Williams in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said boots with body Cobbs. He cracks under pressure. So the thing about that, Miles, you might be right, but I want to see it. I want to see it. And the thing is, I know Blair Cobbs don't look like the Philly dude. He don't act like the Philly dude, but he talking like a Philly dude right now. Like he talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of
But saying
similar.
that,
Mhm.
Boots don't really talk like a Philly dude if you're keeping it all the way 100.
Hey man, and Boots don't talk. Boots don't talk like a Philly dude. Hold on, Boots don't talk like a Philly dude on camera.
Yeah.
He don't talk like a Philly dude on
I
camera.
mean,
Off
Crow
camera,
talks
off
like a
camera,
Philly dude.
off
Crow talks
camera.
like a Philly dude.
Cobbs,
Full Crow.
talk like Kroll talk like a Philly dude, no matter if his
Crow.
cameras around or
I'm not
not.
gonna lie. When I first spoke to Paul Crow, I was like, "Yeah, I'm in Philly right now."
Yeah, yeah,
I'm in Philly right now.
big shout out to Paul Kroll, man. Like he get busy. You know what I'm saying? Like so, I'm just surprised it's not more talk in Philly for the simple fact it's like, yo, you got one Philly dude talking shit about another Philly
Because
dude.
they're just
Like
dismissing him already.
they're
You see my
dismissing
point?
him, right? They're dismissing him. But I'm like, yo, if Boots was to launch this type of a verbal assault on Spence or something, everybody in the city would be like, yo, like Spencer, bitch,
They would say that
bro.
Spence deserves it and has earned it. Bro, you have
Yeah.
to get through the comments because Will Stokes is here, and I'm so glad Will
Oh,
Stokes is here,
yes,
bro.
yes, indeed. Hold on. Bruce goes, safety concerns and deteriorating building, closed down the Blue Horizon. They couldn't get occupancy permit. So with that, that has that was definitely part of it. Because I know people in the streets department that actually do those permits. Basically there were certain things that needed to be fixed within the building. Um, and basically the owner of the building was basically, we call them absentee owners. Basically they own the building, but they're nowhere to be found. So basically when it came down to it, the building just sat there for a long period of time and nobody did nothing with it. People criticized Bernard Hopkins and some other Philly people for not raising money to get the building fixed. But the thing was, there was a lot of red tape around it. You can't go listen if it's my house. It don't matter if I'm seen or unseen. If it's my house, Shane and a group of 500 people can't raise money and go into my house and fix it. It's my house. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So that was the problem with the Blue Horizon thing. That's why I said the story you was told, Shane, was not it. What Bruce Goals just said is the bulk of it with some other red tape going on with that. And then to follow up, the people that actually got the building, they're actually turning that building into a hotel. Just FYI for people that didn't know.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, Edwin Castillo, but they didn't sell 100,000, and that was during the pandemic and against Billy Joe, uh, who was a good fighter, but Canelo made it, bro.
If we're keeping it real, bro, any fight that Eddie Hearn sells, you have to be very skeptical in what he sells.
And
Only because
Edwin, and we have to explain that to you off camera. We're not going to give you the jewels of that on camera. We're not
I
going to
mean
expose Eddie Hearn's um
methodology.
method of getting the ticket out the front door. But
I
if you
mean,
want
if
to
you
holler at us off
you can
camera,
always ask Frank Warren because Frank Warren always says in
yeah,
interviews.
Frank Warren. You can ask Frank Warren, or you can holler at us off camera,
Yeah,
and we'll be more than happy to tell you.
it's very similar for how he sold out 25,000 for AJ versus Ruiz, or how he's all of a sudden broken Madison Square Garden's um pre-ticket sales
And
for
it's genius.
um
Don't get me wrong. It's
Katie
genius.
Taylor and Amanda Serrano. I mean,
Edwin, it is very genius what that man is doing. Very genius, but we got to
very
give you that
genius.
off camera. We got
And
to
he
give you
did
that
it with
off camera.
Canelo as well, bro.
Absolutely. We got to
I'm
give you
just
that off
asking
camera.
you, how does Canelo sell more tickets against Saunders than against Caleb Plant? The only difference is one was promoted by Eddie and one was promoted by Al. That's all the only, because if we're keeping it real, one was an undisputed fight and one was against a fighter who's not even from the United States of America. But he sold more tickets. You have to ask yourself how. Eddie Han knows
And
what he's
we'll
doing,
be
man.
listen, and Edwin Castillo, we will be more than happy to tell you how. But don't once we tell you, I don't want you to look at me and look at Shane like we some haters or whatever, because we're
I'm just
not.
telling you the facts. I know this guy.
We telling you facts at the end of the day. But Edwin Castillo, put a one in the comment section if you want to hear the story off camera. Because we'll give it to you off camera now. We'll give it to you off camera. And you can research it and fact check that.
Literally, you can fact check it, bro.
We don't say nothing on here that can't be fact checked. It is what it is. Will Stokes is in the building. And Will, before I read your comment, I was told that VP Shane was waiting for you for this podcast today, and I'm gonna read this. He said, "What is the picture behind you, Shane? Is that Floyd Mosley?"
Yeah, that's Floyd. That's Mosley Floyd. But
So,
go on.
get him.
I just want you to come on this. You phoned me like 3 times on Saturday after the Cash and Madaev fight, and I want you to tell me how you personally thought Madaev lost that fight. That's all I want. That's all I want. Because I hear a lot of people saying Madaev lost because Cash won all the rounds that he didn't get knocked down in. That's all I'm hearing. I need people to tell me. Whoever watched that fight, it doesn't just apply to Will Stokes. Whoever watched that fight, please tell me how you thought Felix Cash won that fight. Please tell me. That's all I want to know. Give me a legitimate reason. Don't just say because I feel or because he won all the rounds. Tell me what you saw in that fight that made you think he won the whole fight. Please tell me.
Can I double down on Will Stokes, please?
Go on.
All right. Well, while you're explaining that one, I need for you to explain your Chris Eubank and Liam Williams card too. I didn't forget about that neither. I didn't forget about that. You said Liam Williams. Hold on, Shane. He said, you remember what he said?
Yeah.
He said for the people that's listening, Will Stokes said that Liam Williams won every single round that he didn't get knocked down in. Will, you got to explain that one too. So you got 2 things to explain the next time you come on this show. And I don't want to hear it in the comment section
right now. I'm making my own conclusions right now.
I don't want to listen. I don't want the answer in the comment section. I want you to say, Jeff, send me the link so I can get in and explain myself. I don't. It has to be a good explanation, and it's too much to type. All I need to know is where am I sending the link? That's all I need to know, Will. That's all I need to know.
You were willing to phone me on Saturday, so you have to be willing to accept this invitation. You're willing to phone me.
I am not taking. Listen, I'm not taking any Will Stokes comments in regards to that unless he's willing to come on the show, and it's just the 3 of us. It's just the 3 of us. But you going, and I'll let you have the floor, red carpet and all, no interruptions, no none. But we need to hear from you, brother. We need to hear from you. Edwin Castillo, is all good. Shane, you keep fuming. Greatness always has them secret fans, but public haters. Yo, hey Edwin, you know what? Hey Edwin, listen. The next time Canelo has a fight set up, bro, you got to come on the show,
bro.
You have to come on the show.
You know, I haven't picked Canelo to lose to any of his last opponents. I can't tell you the last time I picked Canelo to lose a fight. I think the last time I picked Canelo to lose a fight was Golovkin won. I haven't picked Canelo to lose one fight that he's had in recent times. So I don't know where this hate is coming from, because
bro,
I haven't picked him to lose a fight.
The thing is, Evan, the difference between, there's different levels of fans. You're on a level of fan where I don't think you see nothing wrong with Canelo at all. Like nothing he does is wrong in your eyes. And even if you do feel that way, you'll never say it in public. Shane and I don't give a damn about none of that shit. We will criticize our biggest fans. I'm still pissed off at James Toney about some stuff, and that's my favorite fighter of all time. So it's just I'm not, nobody's exempt from the G5 and VP Shane smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's just, it is what it is. Pink Furry Goddess says,
I mean, the hardest person for me to criticize is Boots. And I criticize him only on simple things, but he's the hardest person in this book. Bro, this dude is literally walking on water right now, and I'm still finding holes in his game.
Is water?
He ain't walking on water fast enough. Let's just put it down.
He turning water into wine, but the wine ain't dark enough, man. It's
literally,
just,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Pink Furry Goddess said Blair Cobbs is great. The most exciting man in boxing, and if he feels he can stop Jerron Ennis, that's great. I agree. If he feel like he can stop Boots, I hope Boots give him the opportunity. After a while,
Will Stokes said he will come on. Jeff's gonna send it to your Instagram right now.
I got you. Hold on.
Let me go through the comments.
Yeah, you go through the comments. I'm gonna send this.
Edwin Castillo, yeah, if we look at the politics of the behind the scenes, then would you call it boxing? When I grew up, as I was a fan of boxing, which meant supporting your fighters, we didn't say, well, this is the way. I don't know what you mean. This is the way. Really good. I don't know what you mean by that. Uh, Kind of rephrase it, 'cause I might have read it wrong. Really good, but yeah, hit me up with that info, Jeff. You, Jeff, because Shane might send some cap on Zerdo or Benavides having done more than anyone else. Personally, I've never said Zerdo. Personally, I've never said Zerdo or Benavides have done more than Canelo. I've just said stylistically they have what it takes to beat Canelo. I'll still make Canelo favorite, but stylistically they have what it is to beat Canelo. Stylistically.
I'm sending this to Will Stokes.
Bro, I
Will
just want
Stokes.
Will Stokes to explain to me how you have Cash winning that fight. I don't understand it. Like, I watched this fight and I watched the fight back yesterday. And I was thinking to myself, every time I watch it, it's worth
How
it
did
what I
you
had
how
in the
did you
morning.
score it, Shane? How did you score it?
I scored it 6-4 Cash. But with 2 knockdowns, a point deduction,
Yeah,
you win the fight.
I had it 5-5.
I can see that as well, bro. I can
I had it
like
5-5.
everybody, and I'm gonna tell you why, because a lot of people saying Cash won all the rounds that he didn't get knocked down in.
That's
Shoe
bullshit.
shining
That's
isn't
bullshit.
winning a round, bro. You can't shoe shine your way to win a round. I mean, I'm pretty sure you.
Yo, yo.
All the middle rounds, Cash won. Every single middle round, I'll give it to you. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cash won all of those rounds. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cash won all of those rounds. 1 was up in the air. I gave that to Cash. 2 got the knockdown. 3, Cash ran the whole round. 9. In fact, we're gonna get into it when Will comes on. I'll come on. Don't worry. I don't know what you really think I'm gonna say, but I'll come on. My sister asked me if Blair Cobbs was on the spectrum.
Is he on the radar basically? He's a solid fighter.
By the
If
way,
that's
I'm
what you
climbing up
asking.
the fantasy league slowly. I've updated the fantasy league. The fights are up there as well. We got Linares and Abdulayev this week, as well as
Bro,
Brook and Khan.
bro, I'm passing the crown, man. I'm done.
I'm hoping you're passing it to me, bro.
Yeah, I hope so.
Like what? Like continue. You can read that, Jeff.
I said like what? That he works hard, trains like a beast, helps young guys, doesn't talk shit, does his talking in the ring, gives back to the community, or give millions to children charities. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Now, I'm gonna say this. I'm half joking, but I'm half serious. I know that's a hell of a comment, but I'm half joking and I'm half serious. Edwin Castillo, you need a job with Canelo Alvarez, just marketing team, something in the
Publisher,
marketing team, some
publishing.
public relations, marketing. Like you need a job somewhere within that section within Canelo Alvarez camp. So if anybody that's connected to Canelo Alvarez or his camp, Eddie Reynoso, whoever, please put them in contact with Edwin Castillo. Because he will get his marketing team correct. He get his marketing team right, his public relations, he get them right. He get them right, bro. So Edwin, you can't say we hating. I just put you in for a job, brother. For sure. Will Stokes, Shane, I can't wait to see what you say when Canelo bashes up your dad.
I can't wait for you to come on this live. That's what I can't wait for. I
I
can't wait for
said
you to come on
I
this
said
live.
it. I sent it to him. I sent it to him. The
Bash up my
invitation's been
dad.
sent.
For one, Dimitri Bivol is clearly not my dad. And for 2, if he beats Bivol, bro, if he beats Bivol, on God's green, I'll give him all the credit. On God's green, I'll give him all the credit. If he
Man,
beats Bivol,
listen.
and Jeff, you know Blunt said if a win over Bivol was another American tour, I mean a European tour.
Yo,
That's
this
what Blunt
listen,
said to me.
listen, Blunt. I sent I don't know if you've seen the little post that I put up on Instagram. I was like, that was me and Boxing First Vlog on the podcast of the 2 midgets was fighting each other and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
me and
saw that.
Vlog, man. Like Vlog, yo, Vlog said on camera that Canelo shouldn't be fighting nobody at 175, right? That's what he
Yeah.
said. Yeah, he said that. But If he beats the number 2 ranked guy at 175, it's
or
another
number
European
one,
tour. Or number
or
one.
number one.
Or number 1 guy at 175, and it's a European tour. That's why I say that it's just a lot of the things that Vlog says would be legit if he didn't say other things. And my memory wasn't so good when it comes down to
I
his
mean,
boxing
I don't
comments.
know how people like a lot of people are looking at this as, oh, he's ducking Charlo to fight Bivol. I'm just thinking to
Bivol is a better
myself,
fighter. Bivol is a better overall fighter than Charlo. I don't give a
and
damn
Charlo's
who.
never fought at 168 and Canelo's moving up to 175. Please tell me how moving up a weight class is better than fighting someone who's moving up a weight class.
And I don't care. I know my good friend Lori out there in the UK, Gerald, all them.
No,
They can't
Darryl didn't
stand.
agree. Laurie agreed. Darryl didn't. Darryl came to me and justified and said, I didn't believe that. It was my dad who believed that. So I understand.
So this goes out to Lori, Blunt, and everybody else. Listen, Bivol is the number 1 or number 2 light heavyweight in the world. It's been like that for a couple of years. And at the end of the day, Bivol is a better fighter than Jamal. Period. It ain't nothing Jamal Charlo outside of maybe counterpunching
And speed.
and speed. There's nothing Jamal Charlo does better than Bivol. If you don't believe that, do your homework on Bivol. Do your homework on Bivol. And the thing about Bivol being Shane's dad, if that was the case, the mother had to been chocolate, boy.
And I'm gonna keep it real. People are talking so much trash. Who was the I criticized Bivol the most when he didn't fight Zerdo Ramirez? I did. Me and Jeff criticized Bivol the most. I even went and spoke to someone and said, when you see Eddie Hearn and you interview Eddie Hearn, make sure you tell Eddie Hearn why didn't he make the Zerdo fight. I want to see that fight. If you go on my Instagram right now, I wrote an article from 2019 asking for Zerdo Ramirez versus Bivol. Me. And when that fight didn't come through, I was critical of Bivol. So this idea that I don't criticize fighters that I like is preposterous.
The thing is, I might, if anybody thinks Maul is a better fighter than Bivol, I need for y'all to jump on too.
Yeah.
I need, because the stats don't say it. When I look at the product inside of the ring, like it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear to me.
The only thing I can say of recent, Bivol has, as Jeff said, he's just fought within himself. Like he's cruised. He hasn't gone out and above to try and get stoppages or nothing. But he's clean sweeping dudes. Clean sweeping dudes. And then Laurie was like to me, he struggled to beat Craig Richards. I was like, for one, Craig Richards is 6'3", and he's a natural 175-pounder who fights on the back foot. Both Bivol and
how many rounds did Craig Richards win? How many rounds did he win?
Three. But both Richards and Bivol fight at long range, so you can't expect an engaging fight. Canelo can't replicate Richards' style. They fight so differently. Craig Richards is 6'3" with a heavyweight reach, and Bivol beat him 9-3.
You know the thing that's funny is people make comments about Bivol, and the only thing I ask them, like, where do you have him ranked at 175? Where do you have him ranked at 175? And it's one of the most stacked divisions in boxing. Stacked. 1 through 10. Stacked. And if he's anything past 2 on your list, I got a problem with it.
Well, where would you put Joe Smith? Because he beat Joe Smith.
You can't put Joe Smith ahead of him. Let me explain. Hold on. Let me get this out of the way real quick. Joe Smith is one of my favorite fighters, period. Just because of what he stands for and how he go about his business. But Joe Smith is a world champion right now. Let this sink in. Bivol 12 old him. 12 oldie.
I will say it's not the same Joe Smith, but it was 12 old.
Understood. He's not the same Joe Smith, but he 12 old Joe Smith. He 12 old Jean Pascal. And I'm talking about at the time. I don't want
He
people
was on
saying
the
like
finest streets when he 12 old
he
Joe
was
Smith.
when he 12 old Jean Pascal, he had all the GNC in his system. All the herbs and spices in his system. And he 12 old him anyway. 12 old, it wasn't even close. I felt bad for Jean Pascal watching that fight. That fight was on HBO. I remember that fight. He went on a 30-second offensive run the entire fight. Talking about Jean Pascal.
Yeah.
I remember that fight like it happened yesterday. Bivol's that dude. Bivol is that dude. Now, Mike Canelo takes that fight. Much respect to Canelo Alvarez for taking that fight because Bivol ain't gonna be no easy work at all. Not at all. I put the bank up on that. That's a fact. He said, damn, I guess he's a bad guy. No, he's not. I just told you I'm trying to get you a job with him, bro. He ain't no bad guy at all.
If you get
Well,
that,
listen.
you gotta break us off a piece. By the
Yeah,
way,
you gotta break us off, bro.
where are you right now, Will Stokes? Because I can't see you in this bit in this office.
I done sent you this 10 minutes ago, brother. We need you in here, man.
If not, I'm just gonna go off on you for no reason.
Pink Furry Goddess said Will is hilarious. Will is hilarious. He said no, the spectrum as in autistic. Who is he
No,
talking about?
he means is he on the autistic spectrum? As he is he autistic?
Who said that? Who said that?
Will
Who's he
Stokes is
talking about?
asking,
Who's he talking about?
he's talking about Blair Cobbs.
Why would you ask that, bro? Why would you ask that? That was funny. You said, I hope Amir Khan stops Kell Brook. Yo, I actually like Khan in this fight.
I was about to say that, bro. If you watch that fight, you're gonna be even more convinced that Khan's gonna win. He's under Kell Brook's skin right now. He's in Kell Brook's head. He's in Kell Brook's head right now.
And you know the thing that's funny? And this has been kind of quiet. Nobody been paying it no mind. He been in that bud camp for a minute. So if he's in that bud camp and he been focused and he can't beat Kell Brook, then it's time for him to hang it up. Because outside of the chin factor, Khan should be better. He should be better than Kell Brook right now.
Yeah.
Like right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's an intriguing fight because they're both on the same level in terms of their career, where they're at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even though they passed their prime, I'm still fascinated by it.
No, I'm fascinated by the fight because but see, even back then I thought it was an even fight. So even now it's an even fight. You know what I'm saying? Will Stokes said if Amir Khan stops Brook, Justice will have taken a day off. That is funny. That is funny. But the funny Will
that's a good comment.
That's a good one. That was a good one. But that still don't make you exempt from coming up in this joint. You're allowed. Check your DMs, brother. Check your DMs. T Finney in the building, aka the legend. Say, what up, brothers? What's the mess I'm hearing about Wilder needing drugs or going on some journey to decide if he's going to fight again? Legend, Wilder just one of them dudes, man. Like Wilder's like he has like this larger than life personality, and he sometimes he just comes off like he's larger than life, and he got the following that's going back him. So whenever he speaks, no matter what it is, you know what I'm saying. But I'll be wrong if he's if I'm like he got to go on a journey to find out if he's gonna fight again. But I'm like, we've seen him partying in the backyard twerking. We seen that before. So I don't know. But I'm like, if he's just enjoying his life, and resting up, that's cool too. Going on a spiritual journey and all this other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Pink Furry Goddess. Hold on. Said Amir Khan look adorable in that face-to-face. He told Brook he was going to get hurt. Hey, Pink Furry Goddess, whenever you call another boxer adorable, that's not a ringing endorsement for him to win the fight. So you got to be second guessing. You got to be second guessing. Brendan Smith in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said Wilder wants a drug trip. I think you're taking him out of context, but yeah, he's talking like he wants to go on a sabbatical, and
Do
who
some
knows?
soul searching.
Yeah, do some soul searching. I mean, listen, I puff a little weed too if I need to do some soul searching. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through Vada. That's all I'm saying. Clear your system out, brother. Edwin Castillo, Shane, that's what haters say. I'll give him credit till blank. Then say he has to fight unproven yet to fight another elite Benavidez or
Person,
Zerto.
I've never, bro. How can I say that? I've never said I don't give this dude credit. This dude is pound for pound third in my list. Two or three in my list. How could that not be giving this dude credit if he's pound for pound 2 or 3 in my list? Answer that question. He is pound for pound 2 or 3 in my list. He can't be pound for pound number 1 because Usyk is still boxing. But he's pound for pound 2 or 3 in my list.
Edwin, if you're gonna have a problem with anybody, it's gonna be Vlog, because Vlog don't have him on the list at all. So if you really got a problem with anybody, it really be Vlog. Am I correct, Shane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Edwin Castillo, Bivol might be a pappy because I can't understand what Shane says half the time. Oh man, you just gonna come and Shane all show, ain't you? Will Stokes, no way you can put Bivol at number 1 though. Turbiev clearly deserves the crown.
He's number 1, but I can't say he's the best. He's current because he's got the best resume. But it's the same thing with Fury. I can't say Fury's the best at heavyweight until he fights Usyk. Right now, we don't know who the best is.
Yeah, Edwin said T at the legend. Yeah, that's unsafe. Dude wants drug potion to make a life decision, but he's already delusional, so no telling what it would do to him. Somebody named Dwex is in the building.
He was in the last. He was in the last.
He was in the live.
So shout out to you, bro.
Big shout out to Dwex. He said, "I'm a Shane fan."
Hey, you're one of the few.
Hey man, yeah, you definitely in the minority. Outside of you, Dwex, myself, and Vlog, he may not have any other fans.
Why are you still commenting? And you got a
Brendan Smith fight should have been 6 years ago. We agree.
Right.
Gerald Fields, Mob, MOB, big shout out to you, family. He said he should just retire, bro. For real, this is the hurt business. I mean, some people believe that. Some people believe that. But the thing is, Gerald, if we sitting up here intrigued about Amir Khan and Kell Brook and they still fighting, that man want to come back, then it is what it is. At the end of the day. Boxing First Vlog in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Will Stokes Vlog doesn't have Canelo on his pound for pound.
Yeah, because he failed the drug
test. Are you serious? Yeah, because he failed the drug test, and that's just how Vlog feel about it. Edwin Castillo to save face, but who's number 2 and number 1?
I said number 1 is Usyk. You can't put anyone ahead of Usyk. No one has done more than Usyk. So therefore, how could you have Canelo ahead of Usyk? Canelo has not done one thing. Everything Canelo's done, Usyk has done. But there's certain things Usyk has done that Canelo hasn't done. So
absolutely. Will Stokes eating food. I'm gonna be there in a minute. Don't you worry.
Cool. I'm gonna hold you to that.
We're gonna hold you to that. Jason Adams, big shout out to you, family. Said, what you guys think about Wilder? Jason,
I think he deserves a break. I also believe I don't want to see nobody come into the fight being forced to fight if they ain't mentally ready. Whatever it takes for him to get his mind right, and if he does get his mind right, I think he's still a viable opponent at heavyweight. Yeah, he might not beat Fury, but he's still a dude who I can see beating a lot of dudes. I can see him beating a lot of the top contenders. And if his mind's right, and if he has to take time off to get his mind right, then cool.
Yeah, he beats AJ right now.
I won't say that because I don't know where Wilder's head is. But
I know his right hand work. I know his right hand work.
I know I'll be betting on Wilder because I know where AJ's head is. AJ's head's in the clouds right now, bro.
His head is in the clouds. His body is in the silk sheets, and his heart is in a lost and found. Man, he all over the place, man. That's a timestamp,
Bro,
man.
you sound like a
54.
Mr. Potato Head right now,
Yeah,
bro.
that's Mr. Potato Head for real. That was 54 and 30 something seconds or something like that.
Yeah, bro, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Pink Furry Goddess. I will be at the Amanda Serrano Katie Taylor fight.
Amazing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Um, Brennan Smith. I think we will see Wilder again. I think
Now, I think he
so.
said aging.
He said aging. Oh, he said aging. Yeah. I mean, of course, I think
Yeah,
he meant
but
again. I
heavyweight
think
can
he
go
meant
long
again, but
though.
you can go a long time at heavyweight.
Power was the last thing to go.
Yeah, Edwin Castillo Dwex is Shane. Dwex is Shane when he left the screen, went to type that. Edwin, you gotta get on. You gotta get on with us, man. Like Will Stokes, I'm a Shane fan too, but I feel like we're more like arch rivals. That's
I'm not
funny.
gonna lie, I always got love for Will Stokes,
Yeah,
but
it's always love with Will Stokes, man. Like, listen, if we take time out of our schedule to mention you in a live, bro, we rocking with you. Always
I want to
remember
see
that.
you on this live today, though.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't
you
counting
gotta
the live.
you gotta jump on today, bro. Like I'm not getting off until you jump on today, for sure. Brendan Smith, I agree. Usyk is number one. Gerald Fields, Terrence Bud Crawford is pound for pound number one. Um, listen, I mean, I've always said this. Take away all of the metrics and all of that. When I look, like if I had to put one fighter up against anybody, and I feel
It
like
will
they
be
got a
Bud.
legit shot against anybody, it'd be
It will be
Bud.
Bud.
That's
But
just my personal opinion.
when you look at accomplishments and what they've achieved, I have to say
Right.
you.
You have to, right. When you get further into the metrics, then Bud gets out of the picture. But just if I had to pick one fighter to go to war against anybody, I would say Bud, me personally. And that includes Boost. And I don't care who don't like that. Because Bud's more accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Um, Edwin Castillo, because Canelo has been champion 4 weights, and Usyk is no small heavyweight. Fury didn't dwarf him in size when they were talking to Bob Man Vlog. But hey, pound for pound is subjective anyway. But Vlog, you hurt me.
I'll
Yeah,
keep it real with
I
you,
had to
man.
break that
I
to
hear
you,
what you're
bro.
saying, but I got one question for you. Name me one weight class Canelo has cleaned out, and then I'll take Usyk off my pound for pound. Name me
He's
one weight class Usyk has clean. I mean, Canelo has cleaned out. Just one. That he's a 4 weight
and
world champion.
bro.
Name me one weight class he has cleaned out.
And Edwin, let me get this to you too, bro. Usyk is cleaned out. He cleaned out cruiserweight, right?
Clean, clean, clean,
I
clean.
mean, floss, toothbrush, all that. Just he cleaned it out. Then on top of that, he went to every guy's hometown and got the job done. People don't
Then he
talk
moved
about
up
that.
to heavyweight and
And got
fought
the
the dude
world
with the most belts.
within
I
three
beat him
fights.
in his
In three
home
fights.
belt.
In his hometown in 3 fights. 3 fights in his third fight at heavyweight. I come on now. Come on now. Dwex Usyk is good, but he is losing against Fury. I feel like that may be the case. That may be the case, but that's credit to Fury. That's credit to Fury for
I ain't gonna
sure.
give Fury credit before the fight happens, and partially, I'm not gonna lie, Fury's got a fight ahead of him, so we'll see how he does against White.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? Brennan said, but I think we will see Wilder this year. I don't think we're
Could
gonna
you
see him this
imagine
year.
if it was White versus Usyk in Undisputed? Could you imagine that?
Yeah, he picks White apart though.
Yeah, I'm just saying that could actually be a reality.
Yeah, could be. Could be. That's a bad matchup for Dillian White though.
Yeah, of
That's a
course.
horrible, horrible matchup.
But the one thing I will say is Dylan ain't gonna go out like AJ. I'll say that for
Nah,
free.
that's a fact. That's a fact. Jason Adams said Gary Russell Jr. is still my guy.
I respect that.
I respect that. Jason Adams question, and I'm not even joking, like I'm dead serious. Like, do you have any type of personal connection to Gary Russell? Um only reason I asked that is because that kind of came out of left field a little bit. Um, but if you could let me know, that'd be what's up. Actually, you know what? Before I move to the next comment, Jason, if you are connected with Gary Russell Jr. like that, I would actually like to talk to you. Like, off camera, I got questions. Actually, Shane and I got questions when it comes down to Gary Russell Jr. So holler back at us, man. Brennan said what AG has to do to win against Usyk.
He's got 3 rounds to do it. That's what I want.
Brennan,
He's got
listen.
3 rounds.
Brennan. Now Shane says 3. He has a max of 6, in my opinion. He has 6 rounds. The only way he beats Usyk is unless he gets to Usyk, and I mean like hurts him with something. He has to capitalize on the moment. And what I mean by that, I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Anthony Yarde wasn't gonna beat Kovalev in his own hometown. But I said if Anthony Yarde gets the moment where he can take him up out of there, he has to capitalize on that, or he's going to lose the fight. AJ has to have a similar moment with Usyk. He has to get Usyk in trouble, and he has to empty the tank. He got to empty the tank
What
and
I'm
try to get
saying
Usyk
is,
up out of there.
if in the first 3 rounds, AJ hasn't hurt Usyk, I think that's the easy. I think that's the easy fight for Usyk.
Because what's gonna happen, Brennan? What's gonna happen is AJ has a problem with his gas tank anyway,
And he's coming in heavier.
and he's coming in heavier. But the thing is, Usyk doesn't quicken up the pace, so it works for AJ. So he'll last a little bit longer than the 3 rounds that Shane's talking about.
But this is the thing though, bro. He's coming in more aggressive. If you're coming in more aggressive, that means you're easier to be hit.
That's true.
That's my point.
I still think his window is 6 rounds though, and I mean that's a combination of how much time he has to get Usyk's attention and his stamina. I'm saying 3 and 3.
I mean, also we don't know how well Usyk's become acclimatized to the weight as well. Usyk might have actually grown into heavyweight.
Possibly for sure. Edwin Castillo's super middleweight. He's undisputed.
He did not clean out the division. How can you clean out the division and there's still a fighter who's a former world champion and is undefeated also? I mean, when Usyk cleaned out a division, there was nobody left for him to fight. Gassiev had lost, Lebedev had lost, Usyk had, Bradis had lost, Hook had lost, what's his name? Tony Bellew had lost, Hunter had lost, and Dorticos had lost. Who was there left for him to beat? There was nobody left for him to beat. Everybody had been beaten. So that's cleaning out a division. When you beat everyone. Benavidez, you can argue, was the best when Canelo moved up to 168. You can argue that. You can argue when Canelo initially moved up to 168 pounds, Zerdo or Benavidez were the best at that weight class. I'm not saying they were, but you can make the argument. Right. And in your quest to become undisputed, you didn't beat none of at least 2 of the 3 that was the best at that weight class at that time. You have to say that because Eugene wasn't better than Benavidez, and Billy Joe Saunders didn't have the WBO title until Zerdo moved up. So that's my point.
Yeah, everyone's saying it took out all the champs, undefeated champs. Technically, you're correct. I mean, he did take out all the champions.
That's not necessarily the case because Eugene wasn't a champion. Benavidez was a champion.
Yeah, we excluding Yildirim out of this equation. You're talking Callum Smith. You're talking
Billy Joe Saunders.
You're talking Caleb Plant. So technically, yes, you're correct in that sense. Beyond that, there's work left to be done in David Benavidez. So having cleaned out the champions versus you cleaning out the division, me personally, and I'm sure Shane shares these sentiments, until he gets in the ring with David Benavidez and handle business, people are always going to be comparing them to, just like if it was 160, people would be comparing them to Andre and Jamal. 175. There's certain guys they want to see him in with that. When you clean the division, it's cleaned out. It's cleaned out.
Josh Taylor cleaned that 140. He cleaned out 140.
When Bud went undisputed, Bud cleaned out 140. There was I'll give you an example,
bro. I'll give you an example. If Bud somehow gets stripped, and Virgil becomes WBO champion, and Errol Spence beats Virgil, would you say he cleaned out the division? Or would you say he still has to fight Bud?
He still got work to do. He still got
Exactly.
to fight
It's the
Boots.
same
He still got to
situation,
fight
bro.
Boots. He still got to fight Bud.
It's the same situation, bro.
Being Edwin, being unified and cleaning out a division,
It's two different.
just because you're unified don't mean you cleaned out a division. That means you have the belts. There's certain scenarios where guys have cleaned out a division. Josh Taylor has cleaned out a division. When Bud was at 140 and he went undisputed, he cleaned out the division. There was nobody in sight.
There was
Like there was
nobody
nobody
left.
in sight.
Like
You know what I'm
what is
saying?
so amazing, bro? What is so amazing, bro, is Tony Bellew was WBC champion before Usyk became undisputed. He fought Tony Bellew in the defense and beat him. That's what I'm talking about, cleaning out a division. He went back and fought Tony Bellew cleaning out the division. So no one can say that I didn't beat him.
Right. Jason Adams said no. Okay. Jason, are you from the area? Or you just a big Gary Russell fan? Just curious. Brendan Smith, if Fury is fit, he makes easy work of White.
I disagree with that.
Brendan, I put it to you like this: Fury can make that fight very easy for himself in one way. Stay on the outside, jab, use his height. He can make this a real easy fight for himself. If he does anything outside of that, he in for a dog fight. Better believe it. Ever Castillo at Jason, don't worry. You can root for him next leap year, whenever that happens to be. Damn. All right. Well, at least you throwing shots at more than just Shane. All
That
right.
is funny.
That is funny though.
That
That
is
is very
funny.
funny. That is hilarious, actually. I know I didn't laugh, but that was funny. Gary Russell said it best at when he can't force no one to get in the ring. A lot of fighters be cherry picking facts. Jason, Jason, I have inside information, and whenever I have inside information, Shane has inside information as well. There is some inside information on Gary Russell Jr. that you probably don't know about. So if you're interested in hearing it, I don't mind telling you, but throw a one in the comment section if that's something you want to hear. Dweck said, when is the next big fight? Depends on what you define as a big fight.
I was about to say the same thing, bro.
It depends. Like if you thinking like big stage, you might be thinking Spence Ugas maybe. If you thinking more on the international level, this weekend,
Yeah.
like this weekend, Khan,
We
bro.
got some good fights this week.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say if Ryder beats Canelo?
What I would do is I would be getting my affairs in order because I'm pretty sure I'm about to meet my makeup. I'm pretty sure Judgment Day is the next day, bro. There is no way of God's.
Yo, did you have him? Did you have him winning
Nah,
Jacobs fight?
I had Jacobs winning, and I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for Will Stokes.
I'm not gonna say Jacobs got robbed, but I definitely thought he won the fight. How would you have it? Would you have it?
Now I thought Jacobs won 7-5.
Yeah, I had a 7-5 too.
I said to Blunt though, Jacobs is giving away rounds by holding his feet.
Yeah,
he held his feet a little bit too much in those middle rounds, and I feel like if he just stuck to lateral movement, he would have won that fight much more easier. But
yeah. But he left the door open. I thought he won the fight, but he left the door open, and he forgot where he was fighting.
It ain't as much of a robbery as Felix Cash. That was a robbery.
That was a straight robbery. Will Stokes said, "Imagine." I'm not saying I think he will, but imagine. Oh no, it'll be top 5 upsets in history. I mean, I'm talking up there like Tyson Buster Douglas type shit. Like,
well, maybe even worse than that.
It might even be worse than that. Dwex with the fist. Gerald Fields, he said, I like that breakdown that you just did about Canelo. That was the point, Shane.
Yeah, bro. Like you still got to clean out divisions.
That's the difference. It's a difference. It's definitely a difference, man. And there's some divisions you just can't clean out because there's always somebody popping up.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? Chris G, Boots will destroy Cobbs, won't be even close. Big shout out to my boxing son, man. Big shout out to my boxing son. Dweck said if Fury lose against Usyk, it could happen, bro.
There's the 2 elite fighters. When 2 elite fighters fight each other,
you don't know what's going to
happen.
Yeah. Conrad, does Fury still got the legs to stay on the outside for 12 rounds? That's the question.
That's
That's the
what Jeff
question.
said. Jeff
That's the
asked that
question.
question. When was the
That's
last time we saw him fight on the back foot for
when the
that long?
last time you seen him fight on the back foot like that. Said a big fan. He tells the truth about the sport. He does tell the truth about the sport, Jason, in terms of Gary Russell, but he's leaving one important thing out that we know about. So, like I said, I wouldn't have a problem hollering at you off camera about that, but he's definitely his hiatuses is not just because guys are ducking him or he can't find a fight. But once I break it down to you, you'll understand a little better. Jason said, "Tell me, you got Instagram? If you got Instagram or something, let me know. I'll get at you.
G5 Jeff TV.
Yeah, G5 Jeff TV or I underscore M Shane the number one
Everywhere.
on yeah,
Everywhere. G5 Jeff TV everywhere.
absolutely. Gerald Fields one. Yo, do you have if you got Instagram or Twitter, put your handle down. Put your handle down in the comment section, and I'll follow you on while we on live. Brennan, I have Usyk winning against Fury. I respect that. Dwex, should boxing fights be only neutral ground so no rigging or cheating can be
That's not
allowed?
even just the problem though, bro. The biggest
Dwex,
problem is who is the house fighter? Who's the promoter
a
backing?
Dwex. The reason why that doesn't work because this is not like any other sport. So let's just say, what's the guy's name that sells all the tickets at heavyweight?
Johnny Fisher.
Johnny. So take Johnny Fisher, right? If Johnny Fisher is at a neutral site fighting someone, right, and he sells like 3,000 tickets, and his promoter is the house promoter, it don't matter where they fight at. Fisher's probably getting a decision unless he gets knocked smooth out. So it's not about the location; it's who's the money behind. You know what I'm saying? Who's the house guy? That's the most important thing. So the site is not going to be the site's not the problem, bro. He said, "What the hell is Tank doing? What is he doing? Tank, something happened with Tank?
I have no idea.
Um, outside of him connected with Rolly, I don't know. I'm not paying that no mind. Um, Tank about to be out of sight, out of mind in a quick minute.
Real quick.
Quick minute. Brennan Smith, what if White wants to bid? What do you mean? Come back on that because I don't know exactly what you mean. I don't want to misquote you. Edwin Castillo. So you're saying that Canelo would have to fight Morrell, who has a small title and was
Nope. I'm not
Taylor
saying that.
supposed to have beat
I ain't
Barrios
saying that.
or whoever had the WABA regular
I'm
belt.
saying he has to beat but Benavides. That's what I'm
Benavidez.
saying.
That's
That's
the
all I'm saying.
that's the fight. That's the fight that people calling for, Edwin. Nobody's calling for David Morrell,
Bro,
but
real
Blunt.
talk, you can't be eating for that damn long, bro.
He said, "Did you guys hear about Kambosos moving on from the Haney fight?"
Yeah, I heard about that.
Surely not.
I think that's just some
I think that's some
negotiation.
posturing. Yeah, that's some
Yeah, we'll
negotiating
stop.
posturing.
Hit the link and jump in. But I want to
Hey,
talk about this cash fight anyway, bro.
I don't know what you eating, man, but apparently it's not greasy because you definitely still typing. You can have a much easier time eating and being on the live at the same time, brother. I'm not getting off this thing until you jump on. Dwex said subscribe. He said new boxing fan. Hey, Dwex, listen, we appreciate that, brother.
We need you
And
to do something for us as well.
tell him, Shane.
G5JeffTV.com and join the prediction league. It's $550 for the winner of the prediction league. It's completely free to play. Yes,
And
it's almost finished. We only got a month left.
well, you can get yourself acclimated to these prediction streets for season 3. Season 3 is going to be epic. So you want to get yourself involved right now just to get yourself acclimated. And Dwex, one more thing, bro. If you got any boxing friends, buddies, or anything, man, throw them over here, bro. Throw them over here
If you
because we
even
not
want to
saying,
jump on the channel and get
bro. If you want to jump on, you can jump on. And the thing is, we don't knock any other channel, but we do believe we the best in the business. So if you gonna get educated, and there's contemporaries that will tell you that we the best in the business. We ain't just talking because we think so. We've had other people tell us, a lot of other people tell us that. So definitely, if you got friends and things like that, please tell them to tap in. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Edwin Castillo at Jason, he turned down Warrington for more than what he got last fight. Who he talking about? He talking about? Oh, he's talking about Gary. He talking about Gary. But Edwin, that goes into is that that gotta be
His Instagram.
that's his Instagram. Let me see if I can
God
find it,
damn,
bro.
that's a long Instagram.
Yeah, hold on, bro. I gotta hold on. GRALD.
Right
Bro,
now, it will stop.
yo,
If you don't jump on this live, you will never be able to message me on Instagram again.
bro, hey, bro, nobody will ever hack your joint, yo. I think
That's a
that's just
fact.
nobody's ever gonna hack this joint. That joint too long. I think that's his Twitter. I tried to type it on Instagram, it ain't come up. Let me see. Gerald
F14.
14. Yo, is that a cell number or something? Yo, you was locked up. Oh, 968. Yeah, that's his Twitter. I just followed you, bro. I just followed
That
you.
is cell number.
I just followed you on Twitter, bro. Big shout out to you. Say, hey Dwex, Jeff, stop it, bro. Just look to your left and talk to Dwex Jr. Hey,
Bro,
Edwin, stop taking shots, bro. Stop taking shots, man. Brennan said, what if White wants a second purse? No, that's impossible. You only get
what
one
you
purse.
gonna...
You mean back end? You mean back end money? You
I
mean back end
mean,
money?
bro, we've already heard. I don't know if Jeff saw what I sent to you, but our original predictions, all of a sudden, is. But I swear to God, I need to be called Nostradamus. I told everybody this is what um White was gonna do. We said it from the first time the fight got announced. We said that White should just stay quiet. And now Frank Warren and Bob Arum has both come out and said that it doesn't look like Dylan White wants to participate in the promotion.
Yeah.
But I knew this was gonna happen.
Yeah, listen. Man. All right. I want Plant
I sent
versus
you the
Anthony.
interview, Jeff. I sent you the interview.
I haven't watched the whole thing. But I knew where you was going with it though. I knew where you was going with it, but I'm gonna watch it after we get up off here. Brennan Smith said, I want Plant versus Anthony. I think it will be good. To be honest with you, Brennan, I thought Plant should have fought Anthony Durrell before the Canelo fight. That'd have got him better prepared. To be just being in with just good level of competition. Like, you know what I'm saying?
There was a good name that Blunt brought up on the last podcast who he wanted to see fight Plant. I can't remember his name. Oh no, he said if Jacobs had beaten Ryder, he'd have loved to see Plant versus Jacobs.
Why he can't fight Jacobs right now?
I don't know.
Both coming off of losses. And it's a respectable fight. They probably put that on pay-per-view. It's a respectable fight. I can't even, it's not even a clear winner in that fight. Boy. I can't say Plant beats him clean.
That is a very good point.
Yeah, they can fight right now. Right now. Gerald Phil said, Twitter, yeah, follow me back, bro. Follow me back. Will Stokes, he said he coming on. Chill. He said, I think staying quiet is funny because Fury is getting annoyed. It's probably a good move from White.
Bro, it's the best move.
It's a genius move. It's a genius move.
There's so many people that are saying this, and Jeff shut it down in the last slide, but I'll make him shut it down again. Everybody keeps saying Dylan White needs to improve his profile for future fights. So he should promote this fight because this is going to be his biggest fight and his biggest purse. So he should promote this fight. That's what everybody keeps saying. That he should promote this fight because for future fights, if he wins, he'll be a bigger name.
What was my response, Shane?
He said the biggest promotion if he wins this fight. It don't matter what you do before the fight. If he knocks Tyson Fury out, there's no bigger promotion than that.
Absolutely. Martha Rodriguez says, hey, boo.
Do you know who that is?
Boo. I do know who that is. Hey, boo.
Jeff's got some secret Valentine's tactics.
Oh man, Gerald Fields, he said you crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna get with you on Twitter though for sure. Hey, bro, Gerald, I'm just letting you know, man. Once we start chatting back and forth, man, I chat with my peoples like every day when it comes down to boxing, bro. Like, I don't know if you on the gram, but you might need to get over to the gram, man, because we got
Group
a
chat.
fucking group chat that's like OD, like for real. Will Stokes Rada versus Rosado would be a nice main event.
Mm,
I think Rada wins that fight.
I wouldn't mind seeing. Who would I want to see Ryder fight next? I don't know,
Actually,
bro.
that's a
That's a
good
hard
fight
one.
though. That's a good fight though.
Hmm.
Listen, Plant Jacobs, Rada Rosado pay per view. Are you paying? And I'm talking a
I
reasonable
would.
UK price. A reasonable UK price.
I would rather see Ryder fight Lemieux.
Ooh, but he fighting Benavidez though.
Oh, is he fight Benavidez?
Yeah, yeah,
That is a damn good fight. That
yeah,
is fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm happy with all three of those fights. I'm happy with all
Yeah.
three of those fights.
Said, did y'all hear Benavidez promoters said they want more than 10 mil to fight Andre, more than to fight Canelo. The face that Shane just showed, that's how I feel.
What?
Dwex, Pizza, um, Gerald, I thought the Danny Jacobs fight was a draw. That's respectable. We had a 7-5. Conrad, I don't want to watch Ryder at all. Why you don't want to watch John Ryder, bro?
I didn't think he fought that good.
Said same Gerald. What did you guys have Ryder win the fight? No, we thought Jacobs won 7-5.
I thought Jacobs won the fight, and I'm going. I don't care. I'm going to it. And I thought Cash robbed Medallion, bro.
I
But
hold on that. I've been counting. Actually, I've lost count. Now, hold on. Let me because I like to drop facts. All right. Hold on a second. Now, hold on.
by the way, Conrad,
Will
Will Stokes, you need to jump on.
Will I sent you this link about 45 minutes ago, and if I'm not mistaken, you have left over 10 messages in this chat. Now I will give you an out. I'm gonna give you an out. All right. If I shut down this podcast before you jump on, you have to agree to jump on with us at the start of the show tomorrow.
But
At the
with,
start tomorrow, and this is the
with that
first thing we do.
with that being said, I think Cash robbed Medallion. That's
That
what I'm.
the fact that it was unanimous is crazy.
Anyone in this comment section, whoever watched this fight, please, if you haven't watched the fight, go and watch Felix Cash versus Medallion.
Hey Will, bro, you just pissed me off, man. You could eat that and still be on the live, bro.
What's he eating?
I ain't gonna tell Shane what you eating, bro.
What's he eating?
Something he can eat. He can say what he got to say and put himself on mute. I'll put it to you like that. I ain't gonna say it on camera.
Unless you're eating something like I don't even know, spaghetti or something that's messy or something. I don't even know, bro. I'm not. In fact, I was gonna say unless you're eating something else, bro. I don't know. It's Valentine's Day,
Nah,
innit?
the picture he sent me is not that. It's not
So, unless there's OnlyFans or something, I don't know, bro. It's Valentine's Day, bro.
Oh man, Gerald Fields. He said I thought it was a draw. Conrad, hold on. I didn't skip past. Hold on. Dweck said, I wish boxing fans wasn't so late. Americans have it easy. They have fights in good time zones. Dwex, to be honest with you, like if Shane was in the States, like that'd be a serious problem. Like we'd probably be on like 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Will, me and Conrad are at war. About what? About what? I'm confused. You about to be at war with Shane in a minute.
Oh, they're at war in the fantasy league.
Oh, in the fantasy league. Got you. What they in what? Top
I'm
5?
catching you. I'm catching it. Not what do you say?
They in the top 10? Top 10?
Bro, they're both at the top on the same amount of points. Will Stokes and Conrad. But Rigo's catching them. Rigo's literally 2 points behind him.
Wow. Conrad boxing, Ryder looks, speaks, and fights like a human potato. That is funny, bro. Yo, the one thing about Conrad, yo, when he don't like somebody, he makes it known.
Yeah, like
He is
Alan Baggett,
gangster with it.
bro.
Yeah, right. With Babbage, like matter of fact, you know the thing that's funny. I might put that up on Twitter. Can Canelo beat Alan Babbage right now?
Hmm,
I gotta
that's
put
a
that up
tough
on
one.
Twitter. I gotta put that up on Twitter right
That
now.
is a tough one.
Yeah, I gotta put that up on Twitter right now.
Nah,
Brendan Smith,
he beats, he beats,
he
Babbage.
beats Babbage right now.
He beats Babbage. He beats Babbage. He beats Babbage, bro.
Brendan Smith, PBC wants every good fight on pay per view. That's not true. It's not true. They actually have good fights that don't be on pay per view. Actually, Charlo and Castano 2 is not on pay per view, and Tim Zoo is
What?
on that card. It's free.
And Ortiz versus what? This doesn't even make sense.
Bro, but this is I don't know if people remember. It might have been a couple of weeks back. YSM jumped on the podcast. Big shout out to YSM. And this was around the time we were talking about the Conor Ben situation and how much money, like his pulling power and things like that, compared to like Broner and all that. And I was saying on PBC, they're not consistent with what they put on pay per view versus what they put on for free. Like I said, you're not gonna give me a T-bone steak for free, and then you charge me for the burger and fries. We not doing that. Like
Yeah,
that's what has been going on right now. You know what I mean? Brendan Smith, should I buy the Zone subscription?
yeah.
Bro, if I'm gonna answer this way, if you are gonna buy two PBC pay-per-views this
I
year,
think he's in the UK,
then
bro.
he's in the UK.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I would say do it because if you was in the US, I would have said if you would have bought two PBC pay-per-views, it's probably equivalent to a year's worth of the Zone subscriptions. Um, I just think people want Fury to lose, but I don't think White can. But I respect your opinion. I listen. It's Fury's fight to lose.
Facts.
Our job is to put out there what can White do to win the fight. That's our job. You know what I'm saying?
The problem is, I feel like Dylan White's got off to a great start.
Yeah.
Off to a great
Like
start.
it's kind of like that instigator in school. Like when you ignore them, that annoys them the most. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Like that's what that is. Dweck said that thing that pisses me off with boxing when I've seen fights is that a random dude can beat a fighter with big fan base and clout and still somehow lose because of BS. But see, Dwex, that's why we said it don't matter where the fight goes down, it's who the money behind. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge part of it. Will Stokes laughing, Gerald Fields laughing. Will Stokes said the league. Yeah, Shane explained it to me. That was my fault. I didn't know. Uh what's the Zone pay-per-view gonna be? It'd be a discount for current subscribers. If not, then why did they make all that noise about no pay-per-view? So basically, with there's a specific few fights that they would like to put on pay-per-view for the people that don't have the subscription. Um, which makes sense because they could literally get the subscription, watch the fight, and then cancel it, and they only paid $20. You understand what I'm saying? So I get it from
Mhm.
a business standpoint for sure. So, Will Stokes, do you like this fight, Canelo versus Yard?
Nope.
I don't. I don't think Yard ready. I don't think Yard, and there's a lot of other work that Yard could be doing outside of Canelo. He hasn't earned the shot neither. He just came off of Lyndon Arthur problems. You know what I'm saying? Edwin Castillo, Brendan Smith, where because we're waiting to see them bombs. Yeah, bro, I feel you. Well, Dwex, the Zone is a great platform, but might only be worth it if you're interested in boxing in the UK and US too. Man, I don't have a problem with the Zone subscription. I don't have a problem with it at all. Conrad, when was the last time White looked convincingly good in the ring?
Last fight.
Last fight.
Last two fights.
Last two fights. The thing is, he looked impressive in the Povetkin first fight. He just got caught with a shot. Happens. But he was clean sweeping Povetkin before that shot. I was just pissed off at people because people was like Povetkin set up the shot the whole fight. Like,
Nigga, he didn't even know he was gonna be in the fight for that much.
he was trying to survive, and y'all talking about he was trying to set
What, you
up a
gonna be
shot.
setting that shot up
The
in
hell out of
in
here.
the dressing room, bro?
Right. Like,
He
get the hell out
struggled
of
to
here.
even get up off the canvas in the last knockdown, bro.
He was like, man, after I get knocked down twice, I'm gonna lean to the left and then I'm gonna throw this. Come on now, stop it. Conrad, not counting versus post-COVID Povetkin.
But you can't not count that. That is his last fight.
That was his last fight. But Conrad, he was dominating Povetkin pre-COVID. Dwex, Will Stokes. Yeah, we waiting on Will Stokes too, man. White put in a good shift versus Rivas.
What is he eating, bro?
I can't tell you, bro. It's just gonna make you more pissed off if I tell you. If I tell you, it's no. I can't even say yes or no to anything, man, because I might slip up. Edwin Castillo, my last comment was to him saying PBC wants every good fight on pay-per-view. Oh, feel you. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, it's like their pay-per-views is not evenly proportioned. Like, I think they don't put things on pay-per-view because it's the best matchups. They put things on pay-per-view when they can't pay for it. When they can't afford the person's guarantee, they put it on pay-per-view. Like, that's what it is. Like, but if you don't understand that, then you're gonna be looking at it like, why do I have to pay for this? Like, you're basically paying. That's like them eating up all the food at the restaurant and leaving the bill on your table. Hey, pay this bill. That's exactly what it is. Like, when you gotta pay for Chris Areola and Andy Ruiz, you know what I'm saying?
Tracks.
They're putting their bill on your table.
That's who he's talking about. Dwex, Andy Ruiz.
Yeah.
He's talking about Andy Ruiz.
Okay. Ashley's Corner in the building. Big shout out to Ashley's Corner. What's going on? Ashley, thanks for putting me on to the Blair Cobbs thing, man. Really appreciate that. Ashley, I actually want to get your opinion on that. Like, would you like to see that fight? Because I don't mind. If anybody's willing to give Boots any type of competition, I'm with it. Like Shane said, he turning water into wine in these boxing streets.
Literally.
For sure. Literally. Andy Ruiz, Dwex, Edwin. I think Shane is hungry. Yo, Edwin, stay taking shots, yo. Will.
I need someone to tell me why Felix Cash won that fight. That's what I'm waiting for someone to tell me. How Felix Cash.
You know the thing that's crazy, yo, is that decision, right? If that was somebody else, like if that was somebody in the States, like it would be like petitions put up. Like it would be petitions put up. And the fact that it was unanimous, like the only way he would have been able to win the fight is unless he got 1 or 2 knockdowns to negate what happened.
Bro, it's a 10-rounder.
It's a 10-round fight, right? Ashley's Corner. After the spicy talk, I want him to fight everyone at 147. Yeah,
Fury got knocked down twice, and still managed to get a draw against Wilder
in a 12-round fight. And he got knocked down twice and a point deduction, and he got a unanimous decision in a 10-round fight. Let that sink in. Let that sink. Even if you don't want to let it sink in, just pull your calculator out. There's mathematically really only 1 or 2 ways that can possibly go.
There's only one way.
It's only one. There's only one. He wins every single round. Outside of, because if he wins, think about it, because if he wins the round that he got the point deduction in, is a 9-9. It's a 9-9 round. That's the only thing.
This is the thing. The point deduction round was in the round he gets knocked down in. So.
Oh yeah. That's right.
He could have got stopped in that round. Yeah. This is the thing. He gets knocked down, and he gets point deduction for excessive holding.
Yeah, so that's
excessive holding. He could have got stopped in that fight.
Yeah,
Literally, I watched the 12th round again. Anyone who watched the 10th round again, go watch that fight.
I yo,
He doesn't throw one punch after he gets
you,
deducted a point. All he
you know
does
the
is hug.
and the thing is, I I tell Shane all the time, like, yo, like it's a way to get your point across without, kind of injecting yourself into it. Like if you interviewing somebody, I swear on the heavens, if I was to interview Phyllis Cash, I would tell that man either on camera or off camera. I really don't care. I'll be like, bro, I don't know how you mathematically won that fight. I like, and I mean, I don't care if it's respect, disrespect, whatever. I'm like, bro, you did not win every single round outside of
Eddie Hearn thought it was a draw.
what he must have been smoking them strawberries he was selling out in them streets. Where was he at? Selling them strawberries and shit.
Oh, Hearn.
Yeah, and he was smoking them Heinz strawberries, if you believe that. Um, Brennan Smith will Roman get robbed against Martinez. No, I don't see a reason why not. Why he would. Edwin Castillo, yo fam, I'll see you on the next one. Edwin, we appreciate you, brother. You come in taking shots, man, and take your barrel and leave, boy. Dex, good night, everyone. See you soon. There must be a sign for us to get up off this joint, man, because everybody leaving. That's our UK family. Brendan Smith, what can Charlo do to win this April? Um, Stick to the jab, keep his back
Yeah.
off the ropes, counter. Real simple. I hate Valentine's Day, by the way. I wish Valentine's Day was a punching bag. Damn.
Well, Valentine's Day's been I mean, I've made a few mistakes this Valentine's Day. I won't lie to you.
Hey, man. It is what it is. YSM Sports Media in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Um, well, before I get to his comment, Shane, I probably need to ask this off camera, but I'm gonna ask it on camera. Are you in the stocks or anything like that?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, why?
Nah, I'm about to get into that, man. About to spread this money around, man. You know,
You mean that
start.
$75 you owe me?
Well, hey, man, I could put that into a stock if you want. That's the Shane stock. That's the Shane betting stock. Yo,
I
I
know
still don't
Jeff
have
on.
your info, bro. I still don't have your info, so I can send it. I need it. I need
Alright,
it so I
I'll
can
send
send
it
it.
to you.
Send it
I'll
to me.
send it to you.
Uh,
But YSM, well, let me ask you this one question though, because I wanted to ask you this before you. What fight would you rather see? You personally, YSM, would you rather see undisputed Errol Spence versus Bud or Errol Spence versus Boots? Next.
I have an opinion on that. YSM, I'll talk to you about that off camera if you ain't catch it earlier. Said, yup, Jeff is determined by the guarantee. If they don't sell a certain amount, they won't get the guarantee. That's a fact. That's a fact. So when you see Andy Ruiz and Chris Arreola on pay-per-view, that's them handing you the bill. Like, we can't afford this fight, but we're putting it on anyway, but you got to pay for it.
You had Chris Ariola's fighting Derek Chisora.
Is he? That's going to be a bloodbath, yo. That is going to be a bloodbath. Bro, if they were better fighters, that would be fight of the year candidate in terms of action.
Facts.
That's a can't
But
miss.
that fight might just last 4 rounds, 5 rounds.
No, that joint, bro. No, that joint lasting a whole 12 because both
No,
of
I
them are.
mean in terms of the intensity. After like 4 or 5 rounds,
Oh
that's
yeah.
gonna be
Oh
gas.
yeah. Hell yeah. They gonna be moving in slow motion at the 4 rounds, bro.
Literally.
at the 4 rounds, bro. Like for sure. Um, I'm trying to think. Is there anything we haven't covered? No, we
Amir
didn't cover.
Khan.
We can cover that another
Yeah,
day.
no, we got the whole week, isn't it? So.
Yeah, actually, you know what the Ryan Garcia Reynoso thing.
Oh yeah.
Him.
What did you think? What did you think about the? I was surprised by the split, but where do you think the split come from? You think it came from Reynoso, or do you think it came from Ryan?
Um, I think it came from Ryan. Because if you think about it, and this is outside of just the fandom and kind of like the hate that he attracts and things like that. If he's focused on becoming a better fighter, Reynoso is the last person he should be with.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this perception like, oh well, Reynoso was working with a lot of great guys, so he should want to be in the same camp with a lot of those great guys. When you're at Ryan Garcia's level in terms of you have a lot of
You need
physical talent, but
undivided
you,
attention.
yeah, he needs undivided attention, which is the reason why I think he went to Joe Goosen. Joe
But
Goosen, Joe Goosen
who's
has
Joe
nobody.
Goosen? I was about to say, like,
Joe
Joe
Goosen
Goosen
has nobody.
literally
Yo,
ain't
his
got no one.
his only client is TV when he commentates. That's his only client.
I don't know the last time I saw Joe Goosen in a corner training something.
Joe Goosen was training. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen Joe Goosen like a year or two ago. That's the last time I've seen him in a corner. That's the last time I seen him in a corner. But
I'm trying to
like,
think the last time I saw Joe Goosen. I think the last time I saw Joe Goosen was in a I don't even remember.
yo, I don't remember either. Joe Goosen. Oh man. See, now I gotta look it up.
This is the
Oh.
last year I've seen this dude in the corner.
Yo, I could have sworn I seen him in the corner with somebody like a year or two ago. Hold on. Joe Goosen.
Wait, Will Stokes is here.
Hold on. I gotta introduce him correctly. My main man. We've been waiting for him for a while. My man Will, what's going on with you, good brother?
Bro,
Take
you're on
yourself
mute.
off mute, Will. You are killing me right now, Will. I'm gonna let him be on mute. And I'm gonna wait for him to get off of mute. Ashley's Corner. I need to catch the replay because I want to hear what you thought about Blair Cobb's interview. Okay, Boxing First Vlog. It's in the building. Big shout out to the big bro. What's going on, bro?
Man, I'm in and out like a fart in the wind, bro. But I heard y'all was talking about that the little situation with Garcia and Reynoso. That yo, bro, when you on the brand move that he on, bro, he don't need no negativity with that shit. You know what I'm saying? He don't need that, bro. They in that gym doing, looking at each other butt tattoos and all kind of crazy stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can't be related to that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I think it's a smart move now. As far as his growth in the ring, I think he is what he is, bro. I don't know if there's much you can really add to this dude game, because I don't think he like boxing like that. So I don't know if he one of them dudes that's
That's a
really,
good point.
you know what I'm saying? I think he knows boxing is an engine towards something else. And look at him. He the type of dude that don't want to get no wars. He a quote unquote pretty boy. Can you imagine him getting cuts over the eye and, you know what I mean, getting his nose broke and this kind of shit? He ain't trying to get no wars, man. He trying to get a big money fight and get the fuck out of there.
The only pushback I'll have with that vlog is if that is his goal, then staying with Reynoso would have been the best choice because that would have been the fast track for him to get the big bag. Because if you connected with Canelo, you eventually
But
gonna get
maybe
the
you
bag.
don't want to be
No, but I
distributing.
think he thinks he's big enough as is to create that scenario. I don't
And
think
you
he
never
needs that
know.
associated name.
Reynoso might demand a certain purse as well, bro.
That's all true. That's all true. I'll factor this in as well. If he's not serious about boxing or kind of just want to get out the way, you don't sign with a Joe Goosen.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Joe Goosen's a pretty hardcore dude. And I'm pretty sure Joe Goosen probably had a long talk with him and read him the riot act before he signed up for that. Joe Goosen don't play no game. Well, you a historian anyway, vlog.
Yeah,
You know
but
Joe Goosen
you gotta look at it this way too. Joe Goosen also connected with that PBC game. You know what I'm saying? So
not that much though. Just because he on TV don't mean he connected like that. He ain't connected like that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that you're not right, and I don't know that I'm correct in saying he can ask for a
I'm
meeting type
surprised
of
he didn't go to
situation.
someone like Manny Robles or something like that, or
Yeah, but I think I think him signing with Joe Goosen tells me he's, even though he been slacking for a minute, this, if he had to prove to me that he getting serious, this would be the type of move where I'd be like, yo, I believe he's getting serious. Like,
But
this
you know
dude,
what? I'm not mad at it because he need that help. This
yeah,
boy
yeah, yeah,
Todd
yeah, for
is a
sure.
goddamn Rubik's cube, homie. He's a problem in his own right. So anything to advance him. And plus, look, if your gym full and these dudes got big fights coming up, you got the unification, Canelo out here, shopping and whoopty whooping and shit. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. You gotta look at it like they doing what they gotta
I,
do to make sure he got eyes on him. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like people paying attention to him.
there's certain guys that I feel would benefit if they was in a camp with just a wide amount of talent. Like Will Stokes, you want to take yourself off mute, good brother?
But bro, I just saw on IG that they talking about trying to get Tiafimo in camp. How y'all feeling about that?
In whose camp?
Reynoso on them.
I mean, I don't know.
I just saw that shit on IG right before I hit the link and shit.
Who
But
put
I
who
just
put it
pulled
up?
up to the I just pulled up to my second gig, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying
All
to
right.
get this bag, man. You know what
Oh,
I'm
do your
going
thing,
through.
bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm
Do your thing,
gonna
bro.
get at y'all. I'm gonna still be listening though.
All right, bro.
Appreciate y'all,
Cool,
fam.
but
One love.
All
Will
right, bro.
Stokes,
Hey,
you,
Will. Hey, Will, take yourself off mute.
all right. Let me read this next comment. Boots versus Errol, the streets need a boy. You are
YSL, you worse
scandalous,
than
bro.
you worse. You scandalous for that, bro.
You are scandalous, bro. Boots versus Errol. Oh my gosh, that is blasphemy to me, bro.
Bro,
That is
what
blasphemy.
YSL? Listen, bro.
That is
I,
blasphemy. How
bro,
the hell could you prefer
a YSL. I co-signed you on camera saying that you was not gonna say that
personally, he's
on
not on
camera.
camera though. He's not on camera though. He isn't on camera, so you're
He
technically
live.
right.
He on the show. That's just as worse. I said,
Bro,
yo, so why? So
you
YSL,
are
hold on. Let me YSL. Let
scandalous.
me YSL. Let me explain it. So Shane asked that question. He said, yo, he's like, yo, Jeff, like, what do you think YSL would prefer? Spence versus Bud or Spence versus Boots next? And I said on camera, I said, there's no way YSM says that Earl Spence should fight Boots next over Bud. I said, he'll tell you Bud on camera and tell you Boots off camera. The fact that you said it on camera, you are killing me, brother. You are killing me.
YSM is scandalous, bro. And I'll keep it all the way 100. That's blasphemy to me.
Yeah,
But there's no way I'm gonna want to fight over an undisputed, bro.
bro.
Undisputed. Oh, that is scandalous.
And
That
YSL,
is scandalous.
I know you know the politics behind all that other talk and all that, but we talking like as a fan, like I
That is
yeah, I
scandalous.
love YSL, yo. He said I heard Andy Ruiz is leaving as well. Oh shit. But wait, I mean, bro, but with them big behind guarantees, I know Al done lost some money on Andy Ruiz outside of the AJ fight. Actually, you know what? I can't even say that, bro. He made plenty of money off of Andy Ruiz because of the AJ fight. Um, so I don't understand why he would want to leave. But Chris G said Goosen made Areola almost beat Ruiz. That's the last person I seen him in the ring, but it was Areola.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
the
remember that.
person I remembered it wasn't Areola though, it was somebody else. That was one of the best versions of Areola I've seen. So I think Ryan is in good hands. Chris G, here's the thing, like, um, like with Ryan Garcia, he needs direct attention. He needs direct training. Like if somebody, I feel like certain fighters need to come to Philly and go to Bozy gym and get right. Like Amir Khan, like 6 or 7 years ago, would have been perfect for that
I don't
Bozy
think
gym.
so.
No, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Because he all of the little small things that he never did inside of the ring, he would have learned all them things in the Philly gym, and he would have got his ass whipped enough to where it would have got him right. So the thing with Amir Khan is he didn't need direct attention from a trainer. he needed an environment of other fighters so he can actually soak in all of the knowledge and actually get better every day. When he got one trainer, that's why the actual Virgil Hunter thing was it was only semi successful because um he doesn't have Virgil Hunter doesn't have the fighters to go along with his own tutelage to really maximize what he's learning. Like if you just in a gym one on one, that's one thing. But when it comes down to it, I'm like, if you're not in there with someone sharpening up the skills that you're learning, sparring is the best training. Sparring is the best training. I don't care what kind of pads you see, whatever. Sparring is the best training. Even Pad Man to tell you that. That's why after he get finished running pads and all that, he'll throw the gloves and he'll literally hop in the ring with, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the best form of training. I believe in that because James Toney ain't like to hit the bag, he ain't like to run, he ain't like to do none of that. All he like to do is spar. But that's why he was so sharp, no matter what his physical condition was in terms of how his body looked. You know what I'm saying? Let me see why some said hold on. No, I ran through that one too. He said he's
I mean,
disgusting, yo.
that is an unfair answer, YSM. You're not allowed to answer from a media perspective.
YSM is disgusting.
That is not fair. I meant as a fan, bro. Not as we all know. We know one obviously is gonna pay. That's it. If I meant it in that way, I wouldn't have asked the question. I meant from a fan perspective.
Yo, YSM is hilarious, yo, man. Love that dude.
But yeah,
man.
I get you though. One
I
definitely
get it.
Genevieve.
Yeah, for sure. Will, I don't understand. Like you jumped in the live to be on mute. I'm confused. Will, I was even nice, bro. I didn't even tell Shane what you was actually eating.
What
bro.
was he eating?
I didn't even put his business out there in the streets.
What was he eating, bro?
Oh, hold on. Damn. YSM, I didn't even see you put this here. I'm sorry, bro.
He said
he wanted me to send the link. We can already jump off this joint though.
But he said he thinks he figured it out. Will Stokes said he figured it out.
He figured what out?
He said, but he figured out. He said his connection was moving a bit crazy, so he's figured it out.
Okay. YSL, my bad. I just seen your text, bro. We getting ready to jump up off this joint. I'll hit you up after I get up off this joint. Damn. I mean, Will. So are we gonna do this tomorrow or like what do you want us to do?
Bro, whatever you're doing, if you're gonna figure it out, you got
bro.
Will,
my man, Will. Hey, Will. Now I'm gonna give you the floor. Shane wanted to hear from you. So I'm just gonna let you go. All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say, but
no, we talking about the cash fight. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just thought it was. I didn't even think it was close. He just won every round, and then points wise, it isn't even close. It was one of those fights where I was watching it and I became uninterested because it was so one-sided. I thought.
Ask your question. Can you? And I asked you this off camera. I'm gonna ask you again. Can you give me a specific time in the fight where Cash landed in a significant punch?
I swear he rocked him at one point.
I don't remember that. You'd have to tell me what round that is to watch it back. I can't remember him rocking him once.
It was like a little bit, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, does it? You don't need a significant punch. That's not how scoring works.
I mean, when you've been knocked down twice, you've been caught, and you've been deducted a point, you have to land something significant.
Like, look, I haven't rewatched it, right? But I just remember it wasn't even like, you know, in the post-fight interview, and Eddie Hearn is like, "Oh, I thought maybe we'd be lucky to get a draw or something," and I was confused because I thought, and like I was speaking to my brother-in-law while the fight was happening, and like we were both just saying we thought it wasn't even in question. So then I see, and also I was speaking to L Dub as well, and he had it exact same as me. He had it 8-2.
And I spoke to L Dub, and this is the thing that's funny to me. And L Dub is the plug when it comes to um actually giving information. But this is what I don't understand. I've watched this fight and I just think to myself, the whole entire middle rounds I gave to Cash, but he didn't land anything significant. And the whole entire fight, all he really threw was a jab. He used a bit of movement, but nothing of substance. Like I just watched that fight and I thought, okay, that's nice. Go on.
Wait. L Dub had an 8-2.
Elder had the same as me.
So I gotta call L Dub.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh my god, it's killing me, yo. Y'all like my favorites, man. I don't like having these moments with y'all, man. I don't like having these moments with y'all. I don't know which one is worse, this one or the Eubank joint, man. You killed me with the Eubank joint.
No, this one's worse.
Then you double down. Then you double down on me on because I had what I'm gonna start doing, Will, is I gotta contact YouTube and see if we can get away with this. If somebody actually shows an entire fight right on YouTube and has a video like it's the full fight, and I'm able to pull it up on another screen, like and share the screen, and we actually watch the fight together, like live, and like score it each round, I would love to do that. Like I
you
would
probably
love
can't.
to do
But
that.
what you probably could do is you could just like, you could probably like share it and then film just the reactions, but you couldn't put up the fight. Or maybe you could even have just the audio. But you wouldn't be able to upload the whole fight, I bet.
No, I mean not even upload it. Like if I pull it up on YouTube, like another like the
you
fight
mean
is already
not even publish it?
no, just we're on live right now. I pull up if somebody had the full fight on right now, like another channel, I could just pull it up and we just sit and watch it.
Yeah,
like,
that was
in its entirety. Like they couldn't. I don't think they could give us a copyright because it's already up.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I gotta look at that because we gonna.
But with my point is this, yeah. So when you watch, I assume you didn't score the fight like live. You just got. You said you were disinterested, so.
No, well, I did. Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, I was just like, this is easy.
Was you impressed with Cash's performance? That's another question.
Oh, no, he went down, and I rate him less than I did before.
I mean, I could not believe. I think that is one of the biggest robberies I've seen in a long time. Yeah, the fact that he lost every round, and there were some rounds where he just ran. Literally, Cash just ran. In like the third round, I literally remember watching that fight, and I'm thinking, you just got knocked down. I see you're trying to recover. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, but I didn't give him the round. You was trying to recover. I respect that. You have to recover. You can't go out there and be aggressive. But as the fights went down, I thought he was winning rounds, but I just thought he wasn't landing anything of substance. And I always thought throughout the whole fight, if Madaev can come on late, he can win this fight. Because I just thought Cash wasn't landing anything significant. Like, he was winning rounds just off movement, and I gave him the rounds. But in round 9 and round 10, I just thought when Madaev stepped up, you have to have a certain amount of punch output, and he didn't have it.
I thought Madaev looked a bit trash, to be honest.
I mean, he might have looked trash, but he had the power to hurt your Cash. I mean, Cash was hurt. He was damaged.
Did you give Cash a lot of the rounds just because you thought he just looked more clean?
I don't know. I mean, I'll rewatch it. Like I said, I just watched it live.
Because I actually like having these discussions because it's always going to be an ongoing topic on how a person scores a round. So I really want to get. So when I hear a scorecard that I don't agree with, I'm tapping more into like, okay, but what's your thought process while you're watching around? Like, what's kind of like your top factors? Because I had it. Shane and I score rounds very, very similar, but for me, I didn't give him every single round outside of the knockdown rounds. I didn't see that. Like I had it. If you had it 6, if somebody had it 6-4 Cash, I had it 5-5. Me personally, I didn't have it 8-2. I had it 5-5.
I had it
But
6-4. I just thought like a lot
and
of those rounds.
Shane had Cash winning the majority of the rounds.
I
I
just
want to
thought
make that clear.
I just thought Cash just for the most part, he was just, you know, when he threw a lot of punches, and I want to make this clear. He missed 150 punches in that fight, and he only landed 2 more punches more than Madaev. In the entire fight, he only landed 2 more punches than Madaev. He landed less than 20% of his punches.
And
A
the
lot of
thing
his
is,
punches were landing on gloves, but he was
well,
active, so people
yeah,
gave him rounds.
yeah, it was, and for me, Will, like he was really usually when a guy misses that many shots, they usually overloading on their shots. He wasn't even overloading on his shots. It was a lot of kind of like shoe shine stuff, and he was still
Yeah,
missing
bro.
that
Just
too.
50
Like,
jabs and only 2 landing. That's it. Just
yeah,
bam, bam,
like
bam, bam,
it's
bam, bam,
just
bam, bam, and only 2 landed.
yeah. So it's just usually if a guy like I'm assuming is volume pretty high on your list when it comes down to you scoring around, like is volume pretty high for you, Will? You
You're
on
on
mute.
mute.
You on mute,
You're
Will.
on
You on
mute.
mute.
I don't really
You're still on.
know. No, it's good now,
Go
right?
on, go on, go on, go on.
I don't really know what my criteria necessarily is. I think I don't know. I always I would say that me and L Dub seem to have pretty similar. I speak to him quite a bit, and we often seem to have the same kind of scores. That's what I would say.
You know what? And you know the thing that's funny? Like I haven't talked too much with L Dub about actually scoring fights. So I had to lean to you with that. I just know like his I've talked to him previously about predictions. And I've kind of gotten the best of him in terms of predictions, but yeah, that's why I'm curious. Is I actually see now I want to actually talk to L Dub and see what he saw.
Like Blunt. I've established how Blunt judges fights. Like I know how Blunt judges fights. Blunt judges fights on. He's a dude who judges fights on substance. He don't really care about volume. You just have to have substance. If you've got substance, he judges rounds on that. Some people like volume. I'm a person who kind of likes control, and I felt like in the middle round, 6 rounds, I felt Cash had control. 4 rounds, I thought Madaev had control. I thought Madaev had the entirety of round 2, the entirety of round 3. I thought he had the entirety of round 10, and round 9 was up in the air. But I gave to Madaev because I thought Cash just run. Round 1 was close as well, but I gave it to Cash because I thought Cash kind of dictated the pace. But I think Jeff gave that to Madaev. That was a close round. I think that's the only round. All the middle rounds, Madaev didn't really do anything.
Madaev didn't do anything in the middle round. It's really just this is a matter of the Cash sweep the rounds that he didn't get knocked down in, and I just don't think that was the case. But Cash, if you want to say Cash won the majority of the rounds, like I'm cool with that. Shane even had a 6-4 Cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
But he
so
got
it's
knocked
not
down
like
twice, bro.
yeah,
And
in a 10 and a point deduction
in 10 rounds.
in a 10-round fight. It's just hard to come back from that. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
what I will say is, like I said, I don't really know what my actual criteria necessarily is, but I definitely know that I'm not someone who values aggression that much. Like, as far as, like, you know, some people, they award just the idea of someone moving forward, even if they're not doing much, they count that as, like, a pro for that.
That's blunt.
That's blunt. That's not you though. That's not you though.
Yeah, I feel like that. I don't put anything in that, to be honest, because some people just don't. And like I know from my own boxing, like, you know, some people just don't move forward. That's just not something they even try and do. So I feel like there's no point. You shouldn't
How
put
did
any
you
value
score
in it.
Wilder Fury?
Which one?
The first one.
The first one.
I actually didn't score that. I don't know. I need to rewatch that. That was like I only been watching boxing for like years, so that was.
But that's why we love having you on though, because it's like, you you know, you got to get educated somewhere. Like you got to
But
talk
I
to
mean,
people about boxing somewhere. Like you know what I'm
we
saying?
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
literally Wilder won. Fury won. Fury got knocked down twice against Wilder, and he
Yeah.
still got a draw.
And another fight, Will, this kind of going back a little bit, but that happened with Bernard Hopkins and Jean Pascal as well. Pascal got 2 knockdowns in the first 3 rounds, Shane? 2
Yeah,
knockdowns in the first 3 rounds, and Bernard Hopkins basically swept from round 5 on, and he only got a draw. So it's very, very. I mean, you
and that
literally
was
gotta
a
have
12
cash
rounder.
keeping, and that
And
was a
Fury
12 rounder.
and Fury was a 12 rounder. This was a 10 rounder,
Actually,
and there
you
was
know
no
what?
point deduction.
Actually, Joseph Adorno. I think Joseph Adorno last fight. He when he fought the undefeated dude on ESPN, he got 2 knockdowns in the fight, in
Oh,
a 10
that's what
round fight,
Blunt
and
was
he got,
talking
and
about.
that's Blunt was talking about. So, Will, I'm not saying that what you're talking about is impossible because we just seen that a year ago. Like we just seen that a year ago in a 10 round fight, so it's not impossible. I
It's
gotta get
just
this out there.
real.
It is
No, but
difficult, real difficult.
that's a draw though, bro.
That's a draw.
Not
He got
a
a
loss.
unanimous. He got a
He got a
unanimous decision.
unanimous decision loss.
Everybody
I mean,
seeing it the way you seeing it. So, when I see a scorecard like that, I just be
no,
curious. Like,
but Eddie Hearn didn't see it. Eddie Hearn said they
Eddie
were
Hearn's,
lucky to get a draw.
he said he was lucky to get a draw. Yeah, Chris G said, honestly, awesome to see you on live, bro. Will. He said, oh my God, Will, this is what the Loma lover looks like.
I still don't know what Chris looks like.
Chris will
I don't
jump
know what
on,
Chris
man. I talked to
Yeah,
Chris.
I mean, you're more of an AJ UK lover than Loma.
Yeah, look at this.
Hey, man, that's cool, bro. That's
You
cool.
need to get one of you sick knocking out AJ.
He looking like that ain't happening. Nah, but it's funny, man, because I met Chris G, and I literally talked to, he'll tell you this happened too. He's watching the channel or whatever, and I literally just called him. Like I literally just called him. I forgot what fight it was. I literally just called him on his phone. And there ain't nobody on YouTube gonna actually call somebody that's watching him. Like I literally we was following each other on Instagram. I just called him. I was like, yo, give me your number, yo. I'm gonna call you. I literally talked to Chris G for probably about 3 hours.
Seriously.
Yeah, seriously. Ask him. He'll tell you. I talked to him for like 3 hours.
What, are you gonna win the league? You think you're gonna win?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Conrad is.
What place is he in?
I'm in
Second.
first. Well, I'm tied
Second.
for first.
You tied for first, so you allowed to say first if you tied for first.
They
Damn.
didn't put me in second officially. I mean, I don't
Because
know why that is.
Conrad has been first the longest. So
Oh,
he's been
okay,
first from the
okay.
start.
Actually, you know what? I gotta come up with a tiebreaker.
No, it ain't finished yet, bro. And bro,
No, I'm just saying.
I'm
gotta come
catching
with a
up, bro. I'm 8 points behind him, and 2 weeks ago I was 17 points behind him. I've gained so much. I've gained like 11 points in the last.
Well, I will say this: if you win the league, man, that'll be one of my happier moments, man. Because then I know you've been listening to us and actually
You've had a
taking good
dreadful
notes.
year this year, Jeff. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest. Like, how are you? I mean, like, Shane, you said you're coming back, but Jeff, you and Blunt, I mean, what are you guys doing?
No, I mean,
Like,
Blunt's never been the best at prediction.
He's never been the best at prediction. I'm having an off season. For sure. I should have won the first season, but I can't give myself the title. So I'm the franchise champion of the first season.
Oh, did you actually win it?
I did. Joseph Gwilt. The first season I actually did, but I can't.
Jeff won it, but he gave it.
I gave it to Gwilt because I can't give myself the title. So I'm having an off season for sure. But some of my personal faves is at the top. The majority of the people that's in the
oh yeah, and Ashley's coming back as well. Ashley's coming back.
She said, "I'm coming for all you manly men next fantasy league."
Bro,
she
it's
still
not
got
over.
what place is she? What place she in?
8th. But
she still got a shot.
She's 9 points behind. There's 4 weeks left.
Yeah,
2 fights this
Ashley,
week.
you got a shot this year. $550 for the winner and a championship belt. But it's so close right now. I can't even pre-order the belt. I can't even.
Yeah, you can't even put nobody's name on it.
Yeah, $550 and a championship belt. We ain't playing no games. Yeah, we ain't playing no games. Joseph Gwilt ain't even get that. You know the thing I told Shane this show. You know the thing that's funny. I went to go send him the money for the league, right? Because he was the winner of the league. So
Joseph.
he's in the Philippines.
Yeah.
So you know the money conversion is like crazy. So when I pulled it up,
is it way less or way more?
No, it's just the way the numbers look. Like it's the way the numbers
It
look.
look like a phone number.
Yo, it's way more than it looked like 2 phone numbers combined, yo. That joint was like 2.98465,243. I said, how much money am I sending this dude? I had to check, I had to Google a converter. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, how much is this in Philippine money? And I went, look, I was like, all right, cool. I'm sitting in the right
Joseph
amount.
going to buy a house with that.
Joseph Gwilt bought a house with it. I was like, man, it's crazy. I actually said, how late did I start? You started.
You like 4. You missed like 5 fights or something. You missed like 5,
like a
6
month.
fights.
She missed like a month,
and she's only 9 points behind.
Did you guys see my brother's in there though? I don't know if you.
Yeah.
There's another Stokes in there, and he doesn't know. He hardly knows anything about boxing, and he just. What he does, he goes on YouTube videos and he just looks in the comment section, and that's how he picks.
I realize your brother. Your brother just picks favorites. He just picks favorites. That's all he does is pick favorites.
Cool. Which is
so
cool.
when you pick favorites,
but listen, the thing is though, the more he watch, the more he's gonna learn, and the better his predictions is gonna be. That's just how it works. You know what I'm saying? He said, how many fights did I miss?
You missed like
5 or 6. You missed like 5 or 6
and
fights.
with you've got the most correct predictions in a row. You've got the most correct predictions this season. Like no one's got as much correct predictions as you. But so that's what I'm saying. The season ain't over for you. You get 2 more predictions right. You're at the top of the season.
When I say I'm having a down year, man, this is the most down year because I've been doing this before the league even started. Like Shane and I met, and I think I was on a 30-something fight streak or something like that. It was something crazy,
really?
Like 30, 31, 32 streak, something like that. Like I was on a major tear. But
still on the channel as well.
It's on the channel. Like it's literally on the channel. Like it's literally on the channel. Like you know what I mean. Like that's when I had nobody watching. Like absolutely nobody. I'm doing breakdown and prediction videos and all that. You know what I'm saying? But Will, you are welcome on here at any time, but we had to see your face on camera for that.
Who wins? Will, one question before we go off. Who wins, Abdullayev or Linares? Because that's on the site. I know
I didn't know it was on there.
Abdullayev
this
and
weekend,
Linares.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how you know Will are hardcore. Hold on, Will. You ain't got to give us the answer on camera since it's on the league.
Oh yeah.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't have to. You know the thing that's funny. You know the thing that's funny. Will and L Dub thinking like when it comes down to predicting fights, but L Dub don't predict.
No, I don't.
Be in the league. Like I don't be understanding that, bro. Like I don't be understanding that, man. You know
also, you guys had even Garbu in there as well, didn't you?
Yeah. That's family.
But he stopped predicting though. Like when people realize that they're gonna lose, they stop predicting.
They just stop predicting.
But next season, I got a trick for that. Next season, I'm gonna put all the fights, like from the start of the season, I'm gonna make you predict all 15 fights or all 15 weeks in a row, or like at least
you have the option to do so. You have the option to do so.
Give them the option to do so.
Yeah, and Gabu family, you ain't heard him on here on the show. We done had him a couple times.
I don't know if I've seen him on here.
Yeah.
If you look on the channel and type in Gabu, like we got several interviews with him. Like they were fired too.
Okay.
Yeah, they were fired too. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're gonna close it out there, man, because we got these topics is we probably gonna be touching on this the rest of the week, man. Khan, bro.
You never know what comes up, bro.
Yeah, Abdullayev and Linares. We got what other fights we got coming up, Shane?
This week, that's it.
That's it this weekend. You know what I mean? But I mean, we still ain't touching the right.
I'm pretty sure Zapata and Pedraza's coming up soon.
No, you know who else fighting? You know who else fighting this weekend? You know who else fighting this weekend? Jaime Munguia.
Oh yeah, that's a trash fight.
Is that a good? I thought that was a bad fight. Yeah, I didn't think. I never heard of the other guy, but
yeah, it's not really a competitive fight.
I think Musa's fighting this weekend as well, bro.
Who?
Musa.
Oh, Mushin.
Yeah.
No, he fighting the 26th next weekend. Next Saturday. Next
Tree
Saturday.
James is fighting this week though.
Tree James fighting this weekend. My guy Big Tree fighting this weekend, man. I gotta send a care package your way too, Tree. I ain't forget about you. I gotta send a care package your way. Part of your care package is going to Shane. Just to let you know, I lost a bet to him, so I gotta send him
$75. I
$75. I
feel
gotta send
so
him
happy.
75
Oh
smacks.
wait, Jeff, did you buy out of that Barrios bet or no?
Nah, that's what I gotta pay him the 75 for.
Oh.
I tried. So
Oh,
Will, I
no.
tried it. Well, you know, for the people that don't know, I tried to buy myself out of the bet for $40, like pre-fight, and I don't know if Shane or Blunt hit me and was like, "Yo, is that 40 still on the table?" And
I think it might have been Blunt.
I think it was Blunt. I think Blunt was like, "Yo, is that 40 still on the table?" Shane was like, "No, game on." I was like, "All right, man." Like,
Bro, you know what's crazy for me, bro, is the fact that on the night I messaged Jeff and during the fight I was like, Jeff, I think I'm gonna lose this money because at one stage Furman looked like he was gonna stop Barrios. I wasn't even like,
Yo, Shane texted me. He was like, he's like, I think I'm gonna lose this, bro. And I'm sitting up here looking at the phone. I'm like, man, I said, don't sweet talk me, man. I'm like, this joint going 12. I'm like, this joint going 12.
Times, though. You did rock him a couple times.
That's why I was nervous.
Hey, Will said, Ashley said, Will looks like a vintage Superman. Said superhuman powers. Yeah,
just about the Superman suit.
Yeah,
I think is it just the glasses though?
It might be. Yeah, it's the glasses. Yeah, it's the glasses. You got the Clark Kent look with the glasses on.
I'm getting contact lenses soon.
How much you weighing right now, by the way? Before you how much you weighing right now?
190.
So you find out cruiserweight or 175?
Yeah, well, maybe heavyweight. It's called heavyweight in amateurs, isn't it?
Oh, you're in amateurs, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
Is there any amateurs? Is there any amateurs we need to be on the lookout for outside of yourself?
No, none that I know of. I mean, there's all the guys in my gym. Well, actually, because we recently moved, so I'm at a new gym now. Like I'm going to be going to a new gym.
When's your next fight?
No, it'll be my first fight.
When's that?
I don't know. It'll be coming up in a couple months.
Well, the thing is, we want to get you on camera more anyway, because you can kind of take us into the life of an amateur. Because people only see the guys that's on TV and things like that, and people don't know about the sacrifices and things that had to be done for amateurs. So just I know you don't like getting on camera that much with us, but
no, I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
Yeah, we would love to kind of chat with you and get more insight on just kind of the day-to-day amateurs go through, to get themselves prepared for a fight. And kind of just the journey.
Clark now.
Said, nah, bro, your name is Clark. Will Clark Kent out this joint. But he probably could, I mean, it's crazy, but I mean, you probably get an endorsement off that or something. You know what I'm saying? But that would be cool going forward because we like to tap into all aspects of boxing.
Maybe that could be your boxing name, Will Superman Stokes.
Yeah, man.
Him.
That's what I'm talking about. Will Superman Stokes.
Like Adonis Stevenson, isn't
it? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
But Shane, isn't your brother's amateur also, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he's living a lavish life right now, bro.
Yeah,
he's kind of enjoying himself right now.
He's slacking out here in these streets, man. He's slacking out here in these streets.
If you ever see him, he's real smaller than you. Like he fights 118. He's real small, but he's quick. He'd be the fastest you ever see in your life. He's like Gary Russell, bro, real quick.
How many fights does he have?
Huh?
How many fights does he have?
2. Like gym fights, innit? It's like gym fights, only in the gym.
Like, so not actual, you mean just like sport?
So he hasn't made his debut yet.
No, yeah. I just mean like it's not pros or nothing.
Yeah, he's talking about amateur. He's talking about amateur.
Yeah. I'm talking about amateur gym.
Yeah.
Okay, but there are actual fights though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just, like, of course. Sorry.
What?
Nah, you good. Well, go ahead.
Like, obviously, we've been sparring. Actually, the first time that I sparred, it's kind of a weird story, but the first time that I sparred because, like, the thing with me is because I'm tall, like all the people I'm sparring are way older than me. So like the first time I sparred this guy who's like a grown man, and I ended up just knocking him out. But and then they were like, they gave me my like that was the first time that I sparred, and they gave me the papers to like get my amateur license.
Wait a minute. I want to get this story right.
Yeah.
So you sparred for the first time against a grown man. That was he an amateur as well?
Yeah, well, I don't think he had any actual fights,
but he was at amateur circuit.
He had sparred. He had sparred before. It was my first time.
I gotta watch what I say to Will. Will might knock me the fuck. Yo, but no, that's impressive. Like, cause when you going into like sparring, like that's like yeah, you have certain protections, but I mean it's the same risk. You know what I'm saying? They go down.
I mean, someone smooth up. Like I even remember once.
Was it out cold? Was it out cold?
No.
Like,
They just it was just like I kind of put him down a couple times, and then they just kind of stopped the spar.
More than once? Oh,
that's a beast. That's crazy. That's literally crazy. Because in amateurs, like it's very difficult to drop people. Like even once, my brother he fought like a heavyweight dude, but this is because the heavyweight dude needed like someone quick to cut off the ring against. Like, and I remember my brother got hit with a real big punch, like a real big punch, and they ended up like stopping the spar because my brother's nose was bleeding. But even then, he didn't drop. Like it's real difficult to drop dudes in sparring. Like it's real difficult.
That's crazy. Well, what size was the gloves?
12 ounce.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you talking to me or
you will?
Will doing to you?
Yeah, they're 12. Oh, actually no, 14. I think
14.
14.
Wow, that's impressive.
Can you imagine if Barrios was fighting firm with 14-ounce gloves on?
Yo, I should have put an asterisk on our bet, man. 10-ounce gloves or more. I don't want no parts. The bet is void.
Yeah, when you heard that, I bet you were like, oh.
No. Shane attests to this. I actually called him prior to that being said, and I said I did some tape, and I said I don't like the matchup. I said I don't like the matchup because of the layoff. So it was a couple technical things that I seen, but the 10-ounce thing just stamped it for me. Like that was a guaranteed win for Shane.
That's why when I messaged Jeff and said I think Barrios might get stopped, he didn't even respond.
I didn't respond.
Read it and left it.
I read it and I was just like, Shane. I was just like, man. I was like, this is some bullshit. Like for real.
Yeah, let's wrap this up. Man.
Yeah, let's wrap this up, man. Hey, Will. Big shout out to you for jumping on, man. You know you family, of course. And we'll be in the chat with you and all that. We'll schedule another time for you to jump on and give us when next time you sparring before you go.
Oh well, like I said, I'm not even at a gym now. I need to get to a new gym because we just recently moved provinces. So.
Oh, okay. You talking about your family? You talking about your family?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you meant the gym moved. Okay.
Oh no.
Got
you. We moved house.
Okay, so keep us posted on that if you join a new gym, man, because we can get as many amateur gym stories as possible, man. We love it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Will. Shane, give me your social media, man.
I'm Shane the number 1.
Will, give me your social media as well, just in case people want to start following you.
Yeah, Will Stokes and then 2 underscores.
2 underscores. Will
Type
Stokes,
in Will Stokes, it'll come up.
Yeah, Will Stokes, 2 underscores. I'm all over the place. G5Jeff TV, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, website, G5JeffTV.com. Join the Prediction Fantasy League, $550 for the winner of the league and the championship belt, which might go to Will or Shane. But either way, I'm paying up. You know what I'm saying? And I still owe Shane $75 for the people that want to know. And I'm going to be sending that to him once he send me the info.
I don't know how to send it to you. Cash App, right?
Yeah, Cash App or however, I don't care, man. As long as that shit don't come out like Joseph Wilt's joint. We
no, $1,000, bro.
Yeah. So listen, man, on behalf of my man Boxing First Vlog, Will Stokes, BP Shane, and G5Jeff TV, we will be back tomorrow. Peace.